any question, yeah, make sure that your background is clear. Sorry, your background noise is minimal. Ask me as many questions as you can ask me. And if you see me picking my phone, I'm taking notes to talk about it. Also, Sophia, hi, how are you? It's good to
I'm
see you.
good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
The problem
Happy
is
New
the
Year,
street
guys.
movie across.
Please, if you're
And the
not
other
speaking,
option is
mute
to
yourself. Hi,
wait.
Mary. Can you mute yourself? Mary.
Oh, what a shame
Elsie,
that
please,
none
can
of
you
my
mute Mary?
friends had them. I confess at times.
Elsie, can you mute Mary? Thank Thank you. I think Elsie would be muting people, so it makes it easy. So if you want to talk, raise up your hand. You need a notepad. You need your pen. One thing I'm going to talk about at the very end is I'm also going to, while I'm going to be working, I'm going to tell you guys some things at the very end. So stick to the very, 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 very end if you can. So questions, first questions, raise up your hand if you have questions. Ask me anything, social media management, content creation. Elsie would be calling people out. She might write it in the chat box, but ask me a question. And if your question leads to somebody else's question, please make sure to ask me all your questions. I'm ready to answer. Elsie, can we start? Okay, we started the recording. Who's the first person? Albert. Albert, please, do you want to unmute or do you want to write it? If you don't want to talk, please write it down. Write it, no matter how long it takes. Just write your questions. This is a pick my session for free. I have Albert. What's your question, please?
Oh, I have multiple questions, but I don't know
Okay,
if
let's
I'm
start
the
with one.
privilege.
Start with one first.
Okay. Let's say, for instance, like if you're starting today as a beginner, right? Without followers, and how will you position yourself to attract clients like in the first 3 months or 90 days?
Okay, that's perfect. And like I said, I always come with proof. Elsie, do I have ability to share my screen? You people will forgive me if I show you this thing. I promise you, I've worked on it since last
Yes.
week, but I have not launched it. Forgive me, there are plenty things that I've worked on since last year, and I haven't launched it. So I'm going to open something on my Notion. I'm coming. I did 30 days of positioning yourself calendar as a social media manager. You are going to forgive me. I wanted to launch it, but I haven't because I don't know. There's so many things, but I'm going to be launching most of them. I actually recorded the video on YouTube. Let me see if you can see the screen. When I tell you I wrote this thing and it has captions within it. That's how crazy it is. So, Albert, to answer your question, I have a 30 days of positioning yourself as a social media manager template. I'm supposed to launch it, and it's not about posting that, okay, this is what I'm doing, or this is or you start teaching social media management. No, it's about knowing exactly how to do social media management. For example, let's open, and like I said, I always come with proof. So if I tell you that I've done something, you can see proof. Let me go back to the window. You can see the one is share. I didn't choose this live, like that's the prompt. So in the prompt, you're talking about how did you become a social media manager? Was it intentional? Was it accidental? You're basically giving us a backstory. I'm going to try to move this window down so that whatever I'm sharing, let me do like this. So you're basically giving us a backstory. And if you open this thing, I even have a caption, a sample caption. I launched it. I'm so sorry, guys. Like it's nobody warned me that managing one page for a friend would turn into a full blow, but it's more of you putting a like maybe writing a design, maybe take a picture of you on your laptop. It's a static post that you put in put my voice is echoing. Please mute yourself so that we don't have echoes. Thank you. Putting on top of it and saying, this is how I started out as a social media manager. That's a static post. When you put that, people start to see and say, okay, this person is doing this. Trust me, people read captions and you writing the story in the caption. Day two is showing a tool you use or a dashboard you rely on or something that you definitely rely on. this is like the example of the caption. Like, if I ever lose access to my Notion dashboard, just know I've lost the will to live. If I lose access to my Notion dashboard, just know that I can die. Look at my YouTube, for example. This is my YouTube, overall YouTube plan from January to December. I'm not lying. I've done it. Can you see? This is how, that's my 2026 YouTube master calendar. This is what I'm working with my even down to my memberships videos, growth, visibility. Like, if, for example, I can just take a screenshot of this and talk about it on, how I say it, talk about it on Instagram, and talk about, oh, if I lose my Notion dashboard, which is going to happen to me if I lose my Notion dashboard, I'm going to cry. Another thing I wanted to show you is, yeah, this is my database. So you see that A to Z of social media management I was doing, everything was here. Every single one of it was here. If I open it for you, I did it for my video scripts, my LinkedIn topics. Every single recording was here from A to Z. I use Notion. And I know a lot of you are like, oh, you don't know how to use Notion. Don't worry. This year, I'm going to be your best friend and walk you through it. I also have so this is my database that has a lot of things. This is my content bank, which you can see is also grouped. I'm a very detailed person. But yeah, if you want to position yourself as a social media manager, I feel like my content calendar explains a whole lot. I'm going to make it accessible to you guys today. I think I should just launch it today. How much is it? 5,000 naira, maybe, for all of you that are on this call. I don't know how, what's going on? I think I've done something. Why is it showing like this? But yeah, I did, why is it not going? Okay. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, to day 30. So this is, and when you click on it, it tells you it's something you can own to yourself and write your own story. So for example, share a client moment. If you don't have clients, you can change this one and you can talk about, okay, this is what I'm learning, but I think I'm going to customize it. But this is going to, don't buy it, don't worry, don't buy this template. I'm going to include it in the social media manager Bible that is launching. Don't worry, I'm going to launch it for you guys at the end of this. I think it's 15K before, but I'm going to do 10K for anybody that uses the codes to get it. We'll work on the codes together. We'll build it together in next stitch so that you guys can buy it. Because I'll put it there alongside all the other templates I'm putting in the workbook, which I'm going to show you. So yeah, when you're positioning yourself, you want to build your brand, your personal brand as a social media manager. You don't have to start doing, because you don't have experience, right? You don't have to start doing, oh, I know this one, I know that one. Another thing you want to make sure that you create is create spec projects. Now, a lot of you, I don't know if you people have heard of mock portfolio, or people say create fake projects. It's not called fake projects anymore. I'm calling it spec projects. So you're picking a spec project, picking a spectacular brand, and you're creating a portfolio from it, which is, I actually explained it, but I'm going to read it from a page in my book. When you're creating a spec project, now please write if you can write. I'm going to try not to talk too very fast, but I'm going to try to like talk about what a spec project is. I also have a YouTube video coming out on spec project in this month. Yeah, my editor, just pray Ezekiel edits fast. So when it comes to spec projects, now what exactly are spec projects? I'm trying to look for the definition. I have all these things on my phone because when I'm brainstorming, I have it. Now, a spec project is a project that shows that you know what to do when it comes to managing a brand's page. Where is it? It's on that portfolio. So it's a spec project is something you put in your portfolio. Now, so where's this? I'm trying to, because I have examples, I have samples, I have templates created that will be going out on YouTube. One thing you want to do this year is sleep on my YouTube channel. Now spec projects exist to actually bridge the gap between what you can do and the clients you're trying to work with. That's what a spec project does. Now, a spec project allows you to demonstrate how you think as a social media manager, how you plan. how you manage content for a brand, even if you have not worked with a real client yet. So people call it mock project, but I'm calling it a spec project because it is a spectacular project to a brand. It's not about pretending you have experience. It is about showing them that you actually understand the work that you're doing. So if you don't have clients yet, spec projects are not shortcuts. It can take you a week to finish creating one spec project. It can take you a week. Now, what exactly are spec projects? They are hypothetical projects, yes, that you create for a real or a realistic brand to actually demonstrate your skills as a social media manager. And the key word is demonstrate your skills, not to deceive, demonstrate your skills. Now, you are not claiming that the brand hired you, you are not fabricating results, you are not trying to pass off somebody else's work as your own real client work. You are showing how you will approach social media management for a brand like that. So if I wanted to position myself as a new social media manager within 30 days, I will work on 3 different spec projects in the niche I have chosen. And then I will use this entire day 1 to day 30 calendar to position myself. But this one, I think this calendar is for positioning yourself as somebody that already has experience. So I'm going to create the one that will help you not position yourself as somebody that when will it be ready? Next week Monday. Because why is it going to be ready next week Monday? I talked about this in my very first video that is going out on YouTube next week, and I have not finished creating the ebook. Neither have I finished creating that. So this would be included there. I hope I've been able to answer that question to a particular aspect. And like I said, I always come with proof to show you what it is. Next question from Albert. Albert, we'll come back to your second question. Let me answer another person's question. We'll come back to your question so that we can. I'll come back to you. Let me answer one question. Elsie, do we have another question in the chat?
Yes, we do. The first question in our chat is from Choma. She said her question is about niching down as a social media manager. She currently does not have a niche, but to avoid burnout this year, she wants to niche down. How would you suggest she works on that?
First of all, I have a video on YouTube that I will put in the description of this video when I'm uploading it on YouTube, so you can watch that on niching. I also have a video coming out this month, January, on the best niches to work with as a social media manager, which I am going to just check what I said in this thing, just to give you an example of what it is. And also, first thing I will tell you when it comes to niching is you need to pick a niche that you're interested in. If you care about skincare, you're going to excel as a skincare social media manager. If you care about fashion, you're going to excel as a fashion social media manager. If you care about tech, you're going to excel as a tech social media manager. If you don't care about tech and you care more about fashion, and you go and take on clients that work in tech, you now start saying, oh, I don't know what to post. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's nobody's fault. Because why would you go? Okay, let me tell you what happened. It has happened to me before when I was starting. I picked a niche. Somebody was a musician. They singer. She now said that she wants me to manage her page, and I took it because of money. But I don't know how to come up with content ideas. But if you call skincare, most of the examples you will see in my ebook is skincare, because I'm obsessed with my skin. As you can see, it's glowing without makeup. That's how it works for me. So if you need to pick a niche that you're interested in, because if you pick a niche that you are not interested in, well, you're going to struggle. So when it comes to niching, people say, oh, you don't need a niche. You don't need a niche. You don't need a niche as a content creator. That's fine. But as a social media manager, you need a niche. But your niche doesn't limit you. So you can be in the skincare niche today and be in another niche and tomorrow. And that's okay. Now, what are the best niches? Let me just give you some. Best niches to work with before you watch the full video is personal brands and creators. Now, a lot of creators that need social media manager. It's just that I've worked with a lot of social media managers, and I'm not ready to bring in another person to manage my page and everything. The social media, the creator niche and personal brand niche right now in this world, in this age, in this time, is bigger than anything else. Creators need social media managers. They need social media managers. They sell courses, they sell coaching, they sell books, they sell memberships, they sell events, they sell digital products, they sell brands, they sell services. It will be very easy for you to create content for them. You want to create easy content, go and look for a creator that needs a social media manager. Number two, service-based businesses. People that offer services. Think consultants, coaches, lawyers, therapists, real estate agents, agencies. They need social media managers. That's where you will make money this year as a social media manager. Number three, tech startups, SaaS brands. Like if you enjoy analytics, strategy, if you love numbers, because these people, they will ask you for results. They are result oriented. Those are the brands. E-commerce and product-based brands. Like if you're somebody that likes storytelling, you like educational, entertaining, relatable content. If you understand TikTok shop, you understand UGC strategy, you understand Instagram shopping, you understand influencer style content, you need to work as a social media manager with these brands. Like I said, you people are going to make me talk today. Then last but not the least, just to cover this, is community-led and mission-driven brands like non-profits, membership communities, online academics, educational platform, faith-based platforms like your church. They care about engagement. That's all they care about. They don't care about if somebody's buying something or anything. They care about, are they getting likes? Are they getting comments? That's what most churches care about. Are they getting shares? Are they getting views? Because they feel like the more they do that, the more people will come to the church. So if you are somebody that is passionate about that, those are the niches you can start with. So that's how you niche. I would say start with what you're passionate about. Number two, start with what you're good at. What are you good at? If you're good at numbers, you want to work with a tech brand. You want to work with a startup. If you are good at storytelling, curation, you want to work with the community-led mission brands. If you love working with creators, you want to work with personal brands and creators. I hope I've been able to answer that question, Shoma. Elsie, do we have any more questions for me in the chat before I move on to Albert's second question?
Yeah, we do. The next question is from Dorcas. She says she struggles with Notion. I'll be glad if you can help her with resources to master it.
Okay, so there are many Notion videos on YouTube, but I can tell you, if you want to master something, go and sit down with it. I watched a lot of YouTube videos on Notion, but a lot of you don't find Notion really hard because you're concerned about aesthetics. Now, let me show you something on my Notion. Social media Oga database. You can see it. I cannot be bothered. But everything is linked. This is my gadgets wish list, which come from, I've actually bought. I bought this one. I bought this one. I'm not buying this one again. I've not updated it. I'm buying this one. I'm buying this one. I'm not buying this one again. I'm not really buying this one again. But you don't have to stress yourself too much. This is my podcast topics. You see that everything just listed there. Anytime topic is in my head, brand collab tracker. Oh, I think it's somewhere else. Income and expenses tracker. No. Okay, I've not updated that. Access tracker. Oh, okay. Subscription. Yeah, this is my subscription tracker for how much I pay. Social media management resources, like free resources, case study playbook. Like when I created it, you don't have to stress yourself. Like a lot of you, we are looking for aesthetically pleasing Notion. That's why you're stressed up. Okay, I think there's this one that I'm not. This is a client portal for social media management. Yeah. This is a case study playbook, free social media management resources. As you can see, it's just very, very simple things. Then there's a content calendar. Basically, I have a content calendar template that I've not launched. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm ordering all of these things. But yeah, this is going to be included in the ebook, I promise. It's just, this is the social media Avon page. This one was designed by Marvelous. It wasn't even designed by me. We need to revive this and everything. My Substack, as you can see, it's because all of you are looking for serious. You want Notion to work for you, just to use it anyhow in the way that works for you. This is how I write my Notion. I know like this. So I come here, I write it, try to because with Notion I can make something italics, make it do the, instead of writing in my notepad, I'm very serious when I'm writing on my Notion. And not like this, I copy and paste into Substack. You can see this was, I've published chapter 1. I published, you follow me on Notion, on Substack. You see that most of these things, the only thing that is not here is the images that I always include on Substack. So you can see them there. I have a news content bank. You see, these are the ones that I've still not worked on. And you can see, don't worry, a newsletter on the power of niching, that was a social media manager, is coming. How I juggle multiple clients. The day I realized strategy matters more than aesthetics. And if you see it here, I'm talking about, I've broken down story campaigns. Like when I tell you I'm very detailed, this is what I mean. Look at my content creation stories. The client I should have said yes to, why my content flop. As you can see, these are things I've not actually worked on. Why I almost quit social media management. Yes. Then my hybrid, like career stories and all of that. So Notion doesn't have to be too busy for you guys. No, it doesn't. As you can see here, this is my YouTube master calendar. My calendar view. I've not put my calendar view anywhere because it's by date that it will show on the calendar. But this is my gallery view. When my thumbnail is ready, impute it to thumbnail there. But you can see this is everything that is scripted. So Notion doesn't have to be something that a lot of people are just very, very concerned about aesthetics. That's why you're finding it hard. But I feel like what you need to use for using Notion is more of project management, which is what I use my Notion for. I use my Notion for project management, managing most of my projects. So every resource you need is on YouTube. You just need to find the video that you can resonate with, because a lot of them are more about aesthetics. I'm not sure yet if I will create one, but I'm not promising yet, but later in the year I would show you how I create content calendars using Notion. Yeah. Albert, please ask your second question before I go to the second, the fourth question in the.
All right, ma'am.
Yeah.
My second question is, what makes like a client trust a social media manager that doesn't have results or testimonials?
What would make a client trust a social media manager? You don't have results or testimonials. Nothing is going to make me trust you. Nothing is going to make me trust you. Now, you need to have results or testimonial before I can give you my page. And that's the truth. You need to have results and testimonials before I can give you my page to say. And that's why I said you need to master how to create spec projects. You're a new beginner. When I started out, I was managing pages for my friend. One of your friend will have a page, and
No, I actually manage.
Exactly. So a client is not going to trust you if you don't have testimonials. And I was talking to Zainab, I think it was Zini. We had a call before this call, and I was trying to tell her that, all those people that you say, my clients say, oh, this looks good, you take screenshots. This looks good, you take screenshots. That's not testimonials that you should put. In this age and time, you need to be pro AI if you work in marketing, if you work in social media management. You need to be pro AI. What am I saying? What do I mean if I say you need to be pro AI? Meaning, when a client tells you this one, they give you good feedback today, they give you good feedback next week, they give you good feedback 3 weeks ago. Put everything together, type it out in ChatGPT and say, make it into one paragraph with the way the client has said it, and give me a full detailed feedback or full detailed testimonial. And that's what you put in your portfolio. You're not lying. You just brought everything together to make what? One testimonial. Do you understand what I just said? Or should I
Yes,
say
ma'am.
it?
No,
Does
thank you
everybody
very much.
understand what I just said, or should I say it again?
Please say it again.
Now, I have a client that says, Balaji, well done. You did good today. I like this design on maybe, I think Zainab's one was pills. I think she did on pills. Thank you. Let's do more of that. And the next time the client said, oh, I really love the engagement that we did on that post. I love that we're getting more engagement on this post and everything. Let's continue doing more of that. And another day, the client comes and say, oh, I really love the graphic design. I love how you match the tone. I like the caption and everything. You see that they gave you 3 different feedbacks, right? 3, right? You take the first one, take the second one, take the third one, write everything together in ChatGPT. You say, my client said A, B, C, make it into one paragraph as a testimonial that I can include in my portfolio.
Wow,
That's
interesting.
it.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much.
That is you using AI
Thank
to your
you.
advantage. Do we understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Good.
yes.
All right. Next question, please.
Okay, the next question we have is from Gifty. Well, we sort of answered the first part of the question, which was managing personal brands in niche. Her follow-up question is, I handled 2 personal brands last year, apart from mine, and I excelled with one. I really struggled with the other. I'm not exactly sure why. One is a freelancer, so he basically creates for freelancer and has products around that. The other is an entrepreneur focused on sales, marketing, and cost creation. I struggled with the second one. Are these also niches where it comes to personal brand?
Okay. So, gift. The second one is not a personal brand. The person is a service-based business. So you probably struggled with it because you were creating or you were treating it as a personal brand, whereas it was a service-based business. So you need to learn how to manage a service-based business to be able to get the results you're looking for. If the person is an entrepreneur that does sales, marketing, cost creation, they have digital products, which is not a creator, they might be the ones creating, but they do sales, marketing. That is a service-based business. So there's a different way to post for personal brand and a different way to post for a service-based business. One vivid example I will give you, Global Tammy. She has a personal brand that posts about her books, this thing and everything. She has a service-based business that also sells digital products, physical products, light and cotton. They don't post the same way. It might intertwine, but it's still different. So you need to know how to handle it. And that's why I said, if you are someone that is interested in service-based businesses, it will become easier for you to manage it. Do we understand? Do you understand where I'm going to? I can't see the comment, but you can just how will I say it, like and thumbs and everything. So you need to, when it comes to niching or when it comes to managing for people, the same results. See, that's why I say pick a niche. If you're managing for personal brands alone, pick just personal brands alone. Don't try to mix it with service-based businesses. Because with one, you can replicate what is working here and replicate it in 2 different pages or 3 different pages. Not picking service-based business and picking another one together and expecting, oh, magic, abracadabra. It's not going to work that way. It's not going to work that way. I hope I've been able to answer that question. Next question, please, from anybody that's raising up their hand before Elsie would.
I have a question.
Albert, this is going to be your last question for now, but go on. So that, because we have people waiting, we have Bamidele and Inye waiting.
All right, ma'am. Let's say, for instance, if you have only 3 options to grow organically this year, what would that be?
Oh, that's a very good question. For me, if you are, how will I say it? If you ask me for 3 options to grow organically this year, I would stick to LinkedIn. A lot of you are sleeping on LinkedIn, and this year, everybody here will stay accountable to me, especially in the community. You will grow on LinkedIn. You must grow on LinkedIn. I'd say LinkedIn. I would say Instagram, even though I'm not really good, and I'm not, Instagram is still very shaky. But a lot of people don't have to like be LinkedIn, Instagram, and you don't have to be a creator on YouTube, but have a YouTube account where you watch videos regularly. A lot of you spend time watching vlogs or you watch Nollywood. Again, Nollywood is good, but Nollywood is not going to make you money. Okay, let's do a poll. Let's do, if you are not scared, I want you to put it, give me a range of how much you made throughout the year 2025. Give me a range. You don't have to put the exact amount. Maybe it's from 100, but give me a close range. So let's say you made 500K. Put from 400K to 600K, or within that, or 400K to 700K. I want to know how much you made in the entire year. If you made millions, put it there. Less than 2 million, put it there. Or more than 1 million, put it there. Just put it a range for me. I want to see people's responses, how much you made. And then I will tell you how much I made. Let me even start converting it to Naira. Tofume, I love it for you. 3 million to 4 million. Meaning that it's in that range. See, people are making money. By the way, Tofume is one of my community managers with Elsie. 800 to 1 million. I'm really proud of you people, but I want you guys to make money. I'm trying to come back to my own. No? Let me go and use. I can't write why I'm shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Put it there. Write it. We're here to support you guys. Write it. And make sure to take screenshots. Tag me. Tag at the social media orga. I want, at the end of this session, I want you to write what you've learned at the end of this session. I'm trying to convert how much I made. Okay. All right. Okay. No, for the year, not monthly. Oh yeah, Elsie, you went to school. All right. Now I want to show you guys how much I made. Well, this is what I could calculate because it was more. Don't ever feel bad. Don't feel bad. This is from 10 years of experience, and this is less than what my friend made. And this is from, I didn't sell courses or classes in 2025, right? This is mostly from brand partnership, strategy, consultation sessions. Don't feel bad. I'm just going to show you the number. Your screen might be, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it.
No, we cannot.
You cannot see it.
Yes.
We cannot see it.
I don't know if you can see it.
We can't see it, man. We cannot see it.
Can you
Cannot-
see it?
So,
I made 59 million naira.
ooh,
I know. I just converted what I could.
Wow.
That
wow.
were taxes. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Don't. Yeah, it's
Oh my
what
God.
I know, right? Don't feel like, if you followed my journey in the United Kingdom, you know that I did not start from here. Right? A lot of people, if you followed my journey, you would know that from one particular brand this year, this is how much I made from them. I'm trying to convert it with the LEM5 rate though. It might be higher, but this is how much I made from one particular brand this year. Can you see? That's 19 million, almost 20. You removed your glasses. Don't feel like the social media organ. So when I sell my classes for 10 million, 10,000, my course, so maybe I sell projects for 10,000 naira. That's not what's making that money. Can Nigerian brands pay this? I can tell you, all the money I made before I left Nigeria was paid by Nigerian brands. My school fees was paid by Nigerian brands. So don't think, and I was telling Zini, yes, Nigerian brands can pay it. I've gotten offers from Ebony Life to come and head their marketing team. And if I tell you how much they were offering me, but I told them I can't do it, I'm relocating. Ebony Life, yeah, you know them. So Nigerian brands can pay it very well. They have money. A bank in Nigeria reached out to me on the 8th of December and they wanted me to create a video for them and they were going to pay any amount, but I couldn't do it because I was very busy and I was sick. So somebody said positioning, yes. And if you would let me hold your hands this year with YouTube and everything, please, I don't want to see anybody tweeting how much Balaji made online. Don't do that. We don't do that here. We don't do that here, but let me motivate you. I'm going to hold your hand as I say this. Social media money. I see a lot of people say, oh, I saw somebody's post that the person made 1 million in 3 months. And I was very happy for the person. But I made 1 million in one night. And that was it last week or 2 weeks ago? And it was in Naira. It wasn't in pounds. And that's why I made a post yesterday and I was saying that, see, look at, for example, Elsie and Tofumi, they've worked with me. The fact that they are always in my classes and everything, but I'm telling you, the knowledge they get is what they apply to make that money. Tofumi made 3 to 5 million Naira. These girls were the ones that were there when I came to Nigeria for the speaking engagement. They were already there before I even arrived at the venue. I hadn't gotten to that venue. And also, if you want to make more money, I'm going to tell you this and I'm going to hold your hand as I say this. You are going to put in 10 hours to 14 hours every day to get these results. Do you hear me? I pay rent in the UK. I don't have a full-time job. I pay rent. I buy gadgets. You people have been seeing the workspace that I've been building. Look at my Rode microphone. This Rode microphone is almost 500 pounds. I buy it for myself. Well, for the brand and everything. You need to work hours. It's not just about positioning. Everybody can be like, oh, I'm teaching you social media management today. But nobody will ever be like the social media guy. And that's the truth. Nobody will ever be me. Nobody will. You can try to, and that's what I want you to know. You should try to be yourself. Don't try to be like the social media guy. Let me be your motivation. If I was living in Nigeria, I'll be balling. But I'm here because of the opportunities presented to me. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you. I sent out my invoice. So I work with Adobe, right? Adobe, I'm an Adobe ambassador. You must be seeing it if you follow me on Instagram, you must have been seeing it. I checked this morning how many invoices I've sent to Adobe. I've sent 10 invoices to Adobe since when I started in September and now, right? Per invoice, the least amount for my carousel is $500. 5 times 10, 500 times 10, 500 times 10. That's $5,000. I sent an invoice this morning. Again, this month alone, I know I'm sending them 3 invoices. Let's say the list though is 500. The list is 500. I'm not going to make anything less than $1,500. And I have to, whether it gets engagement, it does not get the engagement, it works for me. Now, that's for carousel. Now imagine if it's a video. So what am I saying? Before we go back into the question. Oh, someone said I've been their favorite in the industry. Oh, love it for me. I did not start from here, you guys. I did not start from here. And Nigerians can pay. That's why I asked you, how much have you made? Don't feel. There is one man on our group chat, Mr. Martins. I'm sure Martins made more than I did. Everybody in Telegram knows him. He's there. Go on. And you see that man drops nuggets every single day. They know. If you're on our Telegram group, they know. Sorry, the newbies you might not know, but Egbo Martins is. I learn from him. Sometimes when I write ebooks, I send it to him first, and I'm like, "Do you need me to add anything else to the ebook?" I've never met him before. I don't know how he looks like. How do you join the Telegram? I keep posting about it everywhere, but we'll drop the group link. Elsie will drop the group link for you guys. Martins will come. He will write his long epistle, read it. When Priye started, Priye is an ads specialist now. If I have ads problem, I'll go and meet Priye. Priye started from my course. Priye, I knew she took my course. I even have a. Now she's an ad specialist. If anybody wants me to refer anybody, I will refer Priye. Positioning. You don't have to be. Social media management can be the stepping stone. It can be the starting point. And another thing I will tell you is you don't have to learn social media management and the next thing you want to do, you want to start teaching other people because you think that's the way to make money. I was telling Zainab, there's a girl, this girl pays for my one-on-one sessions, which is like 150,000 naira. She comes every 3 months. The first time she came to meet me, she said, Balaji, I'm managing 10 pages. I'm like, huh? Are you okay? You are managing 10 pages? That's crazy. And if you are here and you're managing more than 5 pages alone as a social media manager, you're a frog. You're a frog. Consider yourself a frog. That's what I can say. Consider yourself what? A frog. 5 pages. That means, number one, you're spreading yourself thin. You are doing community management. You're doing graphic design. And if you're not outsourcing, you're losing money. When you can do retainership. I have a video on YouTube this year that's talking about why you should do a minimum 3-month contract. I'm sorry. These 5 pages, are we counting them by platform or by clients? By clients, 5 different clients, not platform. 5 different clients. Now imagine if your client has 2 platforms. A lot of you don't know how to price. You feel like, oh, I'm just starting out as a social media manager. Let me tell you, if you're just starting out as a social media manager, first of all, you need to offer your services for free. Put yourself 3 months. Albert asked me that question. For 3 months, what I will first do, I would offer my services for maybe 1 month, work for this particular client, another month. I know that, okay, I'm going to put my all in. And you guys were saying, oh, I'm talking from a place of privilege. I started with a Technophone that I saved for months to buy. I did not buy my first iPhone until I was 25 because my father would not buy it for me. I bought it at the age of 25, iPhone 7 Pro Max. Now I'm using a 17 Pro Max. I'm using a 15 Pro. And I have enough gadgets to last me. And I have money in the bank. In millions of naira, if we are calculating it. But I have also money in pounds. So what am I saying? You need to know how to position yourself and build your personal brand. There's this girl. I don't know why my phone is doing. Let me put it on. Do not disturb. As my siblings. This is why I don't put my siblings in my favorites. They do usually abuse it. My younger sister tried to tell me that she's free. So I'm going to talk more about pricing, but maybe we'll talk about pricing later on. Also, a reason why most of you are not getting jobs is your portfolio. There's a difference between a marketing portfolio, a proposal, and a UGC portfolio. A lot of people that sent portfolio to when I was looking for an assistant, they were sending us UGC portfolio that they copied on TikTok. Maybe you saw somebody's portfolio on TikTok and you say, oh, let me create mine. Immediately I saw it. I said, no, next. I saw somebody's portfolio this morning. I'm like, she told me people said it was aesthetically pleasing. Yes, it looks aesthetically pleasing, but I would not employ you based on this portfolio. I saw Zini's portfolio. Is she here? I don't know if she's on this call. I told her, I said, with this your portfolio, I'm not going to employ you. And now that we're talking about portfolios, let me show you my old portfolio that I've shown you on YouTube before. I think I have it opened because I used it. I showed Zini the portfolio. So let me show you my portfolio. I don't know if Zini is here. She's here. I can use it. I can use her portfolio as example. Are we still getting? Oh yes, you are getting videos on portfolio review by God's grace, because the videos I've seen. I'm sorry, the videos. The grace of God, the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ. Elsie, at a point when Elsie was reviewing this thing, she was like, maybe we should not employ anybody. I'm trying to share. Well, I finally found an assistant. I've not onboarded her yet, but I know that when she finishes working with me, it's not going to be about the money. Her life will change for the better. I'm trying to, let me stop sharing so I can present another one. I'm trying to open the portfolio this thing. Because some of you, thank God for AI safe. Go and take headshots. Go and do shoots. Go and do headshot shoots. This is the year. Go and get a friend that have iPhone. Why am I not? Why is it not sharing? I'm sorry, my system is. Go and beg your friend that has iPhone to snap you headshot. Go and look for one wall in your house that is white, or White House. Maybe a rich man that has a building, and just take headshot. Wear suits or wear something, a shirt or something. Can't get headshots, please. I don't want to see the nonsense picture that people are putting in your portfolio. I'm sorry. I'm not blunt, but I used to say the truth. You would have Matilda, my one of my mentors, my mentees, my new mentees, because I'm designing. Everybody that gets it, they're going to get their emails next week. Yeah, they're going to get their emails. So we were designing headshots for them. And Matilda's own. I said, Matilda, with the other people's headshot and your own headshot, are you sure this is what you want? I'm trying to open this window. Why is it not opening? Okay, hopefully it will open now. I said, are you sure this is the picture that you want? Matilda was not sure. I said, Matilda, send another picture. She kept on sending. Go and open headshot. Can you see my portfolio? This is the old one. I've used it as an example on Instagram, but I'm going to break it down for you people, like you people are my children. As you can see here, headshots, whether you're wearing makeup or you're wearing lashes, as you can see this one. This was on my graduation day for my master's degree program. And I don't even know why I use the picture because I have new headshots now. You can see here is linked about me. The only reason I want to be seeing all these things is if it's linked. As you can see, the arrow changes. If it's not linked, remove it. And at this age and time, you should not be sending me your portfolios and I'm opening it in Canva. Let me open my portfolio for you. Let me preview. Let me show you my portfolio. I have the portfolio link. I have the website that is published. Let me see. Because this is not what clients are seeing. It's already live. Let me just open the link for you people. When you are sending your portfolio to it, why am I shouting? I'm an adult. Calm down. I'm already becoming too passionate about it. Let's open the link. I'm ready because I saw some portfolios. Oh my God. Elsie saw it. Oh Jesus. Those portfolios were testing me. Let me open the link for you and present something else. Let's open another window. I think it's this one. Yes. Share. Can you see why the website? Well, the website page, web page. If you are sending your portfolio to clients in this age and in this time, Canva allows you to publish your portfolio. You see, I'm no longer in Canva. You see, I'm no longer in Canva. I have left Canva. Now, the only reason I want to be seeing this at the top of it is if they are clickable. If they are not clickable, I don't want to see it. See, if I click on this, it takes me to the platform management page. If I click on this, it takes me to what? Skills and certification. If I click on this, it takes me to about me. If I click on this, it takes me to what? Content creation. And on no account should I open your portfolio and all the videos immediately. And everything should be hyperlinked. You people, the portfolio videos you're going to receive this year, if at the end of this year you don't get a job, you are your own problem. If at the end of this year and at the end of all the videos that I will post on YouTube, you don't get a job, you are your own problem. You are the cause of your problems. I'm going to show you because so that you can see. I showed the last girl I was in the call with. These are the topics that I'm about to talk about on YouTube. On only portfolio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 videos on portfolio. If at the end of this year you don't have a good portfolio, we'll fight. You cannot belong in my community. I think Elsie will use that to remove people from the community at the end of the year. Now, let me just walk you through what a portfolio is before I answer more questions. This is my old portfolio, by the way. I'll show you my new portfolio in a new YouTube video. And I'll also show you a spec project portfolio. And for everybody that gets the ebook, you get access to that portfolio template also. Marketing portfolio, your name, headshot. I don't want to see a picture of you standing in the portfolio. Why am I seeing a picture of you doing like this or a lady like this in your portfolio? No. I'm sorry, I'm very dramatic, but it's the truth. Marketing portfolio. And now you see this one that said PS, my name is pronounced as Omobolaji. That's because we are not only attracting Nigerian clients. Now, this is a marketing portfolio. This is not a social media management portfolio. A lot of you call it social media. I don't want to see that thing. It's a marketing portfolio. Now, there's a difference. These are the three things you must have. Number one, a marketing portfolio. Number two, a social media management proposal or a social media proposal. Now, this is for if you are working with clients, and this is something that needs to be editable. And number three, a UGC portfolio if you want to work as a content creator. If you're somebody that works in-house, maybe you want to work with companies or anything, the only thing you should have is a marketing portfolio. If you don't want to be a creator, you should not have a UGC portfolio. Some of you were submitting UGC portfolio on TikTok that you saw. If you are, you know what? I want you to be honest with me. You have ever copied portfolio from TikTok and created it? Raise up your hand. No, don't raise up your hand. Write it or react to this image. React. You've copied portfolio on TikTok. React. See them? See the culprits? And it's okay. I've been there. But that's not the right spot. See, people that have portfolio, they don't show you. But you want to see portfolios quietly, go and sleep on LinkedIn. And then when you get on LinkedIn, all the people that you think that you look up to, you know that they don't even know how to create portfolio. About me, I don't want to hear, oh, I enjoy this one. Your about me section should talk about who you are, how many years of experience you have, who you've worked with, brands you've collaborated with, industries you've worked with, your career journey. Something very accurate like this. About me, straight to the point. I don't want to see, I like sleeping, I like awaking, I like doing this one. Don't do that. If Zainab is here, I will show you a portfolio that I break down into pieces. Or if you want me to do your portfolio for you, just maybe one person or two people drop the link in the comment section. After I finish this one, I will help you to dismantle it. If you don't like hearing truth, don't drop it too, because I will not be nice. Skills and certifications. I need to even upgrade this thing. Don't worry, I will update it because my skills have grown. I need to add things like DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro Mobile, content certifications. Just put 2, then the remaining, write it down. Essential skills. Some of you write services. I don't want to see anything like services in your portfolio. It has to be in your proposal. Services has no business in your portfolio. It needs to be what? In your proposal. Your soft skill is what we need. If you're offering, what are your ad skills? Video editing, content creation, graphic design, YouTube SEO, Instagram SEO, soft skills, critical thinking, empathy. I don't want to see anything like services in your portfolio. It has no business being there. Then, this is where, if you don't have clients, this is where you put your spec project. But if you already have clients, now, a lot of you, your portfolio has before and after of Instagram page. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with before and after of how the Instagram page looks like? We need results. And this is what I mean. I managed Belumi's Newbies account when she was driving from London to Lagos. I reached out to her and I told her I can manage it. That's why you can reach out to people. But before you reach out to people with your full chest, make sure that you have the work to show for it. And this is it. Now, anybody can go and show Pelumi's this thing, like take screenshot and everything, which I explained. But nobody can show you this thing because this will show you. You see that this is embedded. If I scroll, you can see that the page will change. This account. Make sure you need to take. Make sure the Android, a lot of you gotta cut it off. And you see, and then I explained everything one by one. So based on, why is it not scrolling now? Can you see, based on best performing video, talked about it. Then after talking about it, I included the screenshot so that you know that it's me that manage the account. And you cannot get access to this back end if you are not managing the account. And that's what you people don't know. You take Instagram screenshots, you will not manage the back end. Then I talked about list of analytics reports. Instagram, talked about it. Case studies for content strategy. You must have seen this on Instagram, on YouTube. There's another one that's coming this year again. Instagram strategy. Embed it, everything. Now, LinkedIn.
Is it my network or she went offline?
I think it's not your network. She'll be back shortly.
Sorry, guys. Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Apparently,
we can hear you.
I lost connection, which is weird because I'm the only one at home and I'm connected to my Wi-Fi. Or is my laptop that is freezing? Anyways, let us continue. Do you people understand what I've said about portfolios now? Do you
Yes, we do.
in 2026, you need to have three things if you're a freelancer, and is if you are interested in it. Number one, have a marketing portfolio. Everybody needs to have a marketing portfolio. Number two, if you're interested in working with brands, have a UGC portfolio, which is different from your marketing portfolio. There is nothing that you will include in your UGC portfolio that has to be in your marketing portfolio. Number three, have a proposal if you're a freelancer. What's the difference between a marketing portfolio and a social media management proposal? Now, thank you so much for asking me this question. A marketing portfolio is what I just showed you now. A social media management proposal shows the work that you have done or you intend to do for clients. Social media management proposal has, let me see if I can find a template. You see this sharing screen? I have too many screens that are open. I think I have a social media proposal template that can show you how it looks like. And it's something that needs to be editable. Build it in Canva or buy a template that exists in Canva. Now, a social is for freelancers because if you are working in-house, you cannot send the person that employed you a portfolio, a proposal. They have no business with that. Why are you sending them a proposal? They're the ones that employed you. So I'm trying to look for my Rockstar Toolkit template. I think I updated that in 2024. I'm trying to look for it to show you Yeah, I have a, is this strategy proposal? This is a strategy proposal. Yes. Okay. Yes, I think, wait, let me see. I have strategy proposal. I have social media management. Okay, yeah, I found this one. That one's strategy documents. I'm going to share it now. Have proof to show you. No, it's not like a content strategy. Do we send it to clients when applying to jobs? No. The proposal is for if you are only working with if you're a freelancer, that's when you should have a proposal. If you're not a freelancer, you don't have any business with proposal. If you're working with, in like maybe you apply for jobs, you have no business sending them proposal. The only thing that you're sending them is your marketing portfolio. Okay, I'm going to show you this now. I don't know what's wrong with my Wi-Fi. I'm the only one at home, so except if somebody in another flat is using my Wi-Fi, which I don't think works, because even me, I don't remember the password of my Wi-Fi. I need to type the collection of numbers and letters for the Wi-Fi. So let's see. Proposal, or also because I've not restarted my laptop. I haven't restarted my laptop in days, so it's freezing. You'll give me no. You know what? Can you guys give me 5 minutes to restart my laptop and come back, if that's okay? Just stay in the meeting, ask your questions, interact. Give me 5 minutes. Let me just restart my system because I'm going to be sharing my screen a lot. Elsie, can we pause this thing, or we'll just try to edit it together? Just give me 5 minutes. I need to restart my laptop because it's not sharing, because I'm going to share my screen. I've not restarted my laptop in 2 weeks. So I'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. Let's do it. Hello, I think I'm back now. Hi guys, can you hear me? Is it clear? Sorry for that. I needed to restart my laptop ASAP. I think now is better. No, I'm not restoring any pages because you are stressing my life. Okay, so we're talking proposal, right? So I'm going to show you the proposal I was using. before, or the one that is in the social media management Rockstar toolkit, because somebody asked me the question between a proposal and okay, social media management proposal. Okay, now I can share screen because I was suffering with the last one before. But why is it still okay? Share. Let me know once you can see it. It's within Canva. I love Canva so much. I use Adobe Express for portfolios, but I love Canva so much. Can we see it? Why can't I see what I'm seeing? Can we see the proposal? Okay. All right. Now, this is what a social media management proposal is supposed to look like. This is a template. So it's not like one that I've used. So this is the template that is included in the Rockstar social media management toolkit. Oh my goodness. Why is it telling me the page is unresponsive again? I'm literally tired of all of this. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, guys, that it's taking this long. I just need to show you, not just explain. Okay, this one is responsive. So as you can see here, this has an introductory. So before you send a proposal to a client, you need to have nailed your discovery call. How many people here know how to nail discovery calls? Just react. If you don't know how to nail discovery calls, you need to go and learn. That's one thing I would say. Now, this is an introductory paragraph. So yeah, this is what I said. Yeah, you can write a short introductory paragraph for your clients to understand the type of presentation that will be presented. So I gave an example. Thanks again for taking time for our discovery call. It was incredibly valuable in understanding your needs. Based on our conversation, I have crafted a proposal. Now, before you send the proposal to your client, you need to have done a discovery call with them, because that's what you will include in your proposal. Now, you want to start with writing your name. Now, this is why I said, describe your area of specialization, what the businesses and niches you work with. Make it at least 2 paragraphs, but not more than 3. If you have a team, explain in detail who you are, what you do, and what your business mission is. You can arrange them in rows. Put your picture here. That's why I say headshots. Don't be putting picture of you that you are standing in this place. Now, talk about the goals that you discussed during your discovery call. Now, the client said these are their goals, that's what you will talk about in this discovery part. The goals that they want to achieve, the challenges they want to achieve. Those are the things that needs to be put here. Do we understand? Now, you list out their goals. Here, you write out the main goals that they discussed. So I had 2 pages. So this was, you can either, it was a template, so they could either use this one or they could use this ones. So it was just to give them examples, options. So your goals are, this example, your goals are area of focus, brand awareness, community engagement, audience engagement. The approach to these goals, I listed it there. Then project timeline, letting the timeline and clients know that if they work with you, this is how it is. Not that I had discovery call with you today, you expect me to start posting on your page tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Discovery call to social media management proposal, which you just sent. So after that, they pay contract and invoices. After you send your social media management proposal, that's when your client pays. If you are doing posting without getting paid, you need to join my mentorship. Okay? Social media management proposal, which is this one, as they're reading it, they know how much they're paying. You send them your contract and they invoice, they pay before you onboard the clients. I hope you people are listening. In 2026, I don't want to hear my client is owing me money. No, you don't offer service without payment. That's how it works. Nigerian clients pay it. They pay me. Service before payments. I be payment before service. Sorry, that's it. After your client onboarding, this is the project timeline for how it works. Your own can be scheduled the same way, but this has been shown to work for me. Packages. Now I did a different packages. Like this is where you tell them based on now your packages is something that you can continuously edit with your clients. So starter package, you put it there per month. You can change this. This is changeable. That's why it's a template. Detailed service breakdown. You can break your services. Account optimization, feed planning, content shoots. If you do content shoots, if you shoot for your clients, monthly strategy calls, engaging stories, content creation, analytics, engagement, short form video content. Depends. You can delete and add and everything. Then what next after they've talked to you? They should review the proposal. They should finalize the agreement. Terms, deliverables, and everything, onboarding and setup, strategy development, strategy review, and thank you. You not see here that proposal did not have to be, hey, this is what I'm doing, or this is how I'm doing it for you, or this. You see that it's not there in your portfolio. This is where you put your services. If client says, oh, they want to see people that you have worked with and everything, in your proposal, you can put another extra page. I don't want to, let me just put an extra page here and type in pages, maybe links. Just put links there, copy links of, you want to see pages that I've managed, maybe based on maybe analytics reports. That's why if you've created the analytics report for your clients, just export, embed as a PDF here, like the way I did for Balumi Zone, and put it here and they can see it based on the results. It's results they want to see. They don't want to see aesthetically pleasing pages. That's what a lot of you are thinking social media management is, aesthetics. That before and after of Instagram feed. That's not what social media management is. And this year, let it stop. Do you have different proposal for different clients or just one? I have a proposal template, but I change it. It's the same way I don't charge brands the same thing. So that's why I have your proposal template as a Canva editable template. Have it as a Canva editable template, and it's something that you can change from time to time. Don't have it as one proposal fix. Oh, maybe like, oh, my price is I charge 100K for social media management for a month and everything. I don't know if you're in the community. How many of you saw my old 4 years ago, Abi 5 years ago rate card? You saw it, Abi? And somebody was like, oh, they were doing more and they were charging less. If you are not in the community, please go and join the community. If you're not in the community, go and join the community. Oh, Inyim was here. I don't know if she's here when I learned. I know she has not been able to ask a question. I'm sorry. We'll get to. Okay, Inyim is still here. Okay, she's still here so that she can ask a question. The community, Elsie has pinned the link. The links. Check the chat box. She has pinned the community group chat on Telegram. They talk a lot on that group sometimes. Sometimes you can sleep. Sometimes you just see 50 messages and sometimes you see like 1,000 in one day. I don't know. Sometimes they do be like that. But it is well. Inye, please ask your question. Inyoluwa Ibitoye. Please ask your questions.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Happy New Year.
It's you too. This has really been an enlightening session. I'm not a social media manager, although I work with brands as. Sorry, I need a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. So I work with brands as their in-house writer. At least I've worked with some brands as a writer. But now I'm looking to start an agency, a service-based. I do research writing, all forms of writing, editing, proofreading, and stuff like that. But I have worked with people, different people, and I've given good results. But I don't know how to start. I don't know how to position myself as a service-based brand. And I also, this year, I started working on some products. So they're templates and maybe like an ebook or something. They're 2 products, but I've not even like posted anything. I've not had a brand for the business. I've just been working as an individual and getting paid like a freelancer. But now I want to turn it into an agency, bring people on board to work with me. So I don't know how to like position myself. I don't know how to go about that. And I just really love some sort of direction on how to do that.
Okay, now I need to be honest with you. Not everybody needs to have an agency. For now, if you're not making steady income, you need to consider that your overhead costs, especially with the taxes now in Nigeria, you might need to just maybe outsource for now instead of bringing people on board. Do you want to say something?
I'm listening. No, nothing.
Instead of bringing people on board, you might need to outsource for now. The only person I can say that maybe works with me that's worked with me for long is Tofumi, Elsie, and maybe Jochebed for now. But you don't need to put people on retainers, because the months that you don't make money, that you don't have clients, or maybe you lose clients, how will you pay salaries? But if you're outsourcing and working with them on a job-to-job basis, it makes less stress for you. You only get paid per job. It's the same way I don't have a video editor on retainer. For 2 months, I didn't create videos, but I didn't have to think of paying a video editor salary, because I pay him per video. So you can work based on jobs, not on agents, not creating an agency for you, but you can still have an agency where you still call the shots, but you outsource. Now, one thing I will tell you is you need to build systems for your repetitive tasks. How many of you are pro AI here? Just react. I'm pro AI. I'm pro AI like mad. But you need to get to that point. See, and I can tell somebody launched. I'm sorry, if me and Elsie's chat leak, we are going to jail. That's one thing I'm telling you. We're going to jail. Somebody launched a product that she was selling last year. And I'm like, oh, Elsie, I need you to download this thing. Let's see it. Because I'm not going to use my email to download it. And I opened it and like, it's giving ChatGPT. I can tell. But if I use ChatGPT, you would not know, because I have developed my own GPT. Apart from the fact that I've developed my own GPT, I have trained my AI to know my voice in a way that it becomes my personal AI assistant. So you need to know how to use AI to see. AI is not here to take your job, you people. It's here to make your life easier. The people that are going to survive and make more money in 2026 are people that know how to use AI. If you don't know how to use AI, you will not make money. If you don't know how to use AI, you would not make money. You'll be like, I'm constantly broke. You will not make money. So for me, I'll tell you that agency part, you can still call yourself an agency without actually shouldering that burden of, oh, I'm running an agency. You can actually have that agency without actually shouldering that burden of an agency. And then you can see what is your workflow going to be like. You saw that part in the proposal that I showed you. This is how it goes from discovery call to this thing to social media management provider to contract and invoice. What's the flow like for you? And another thing I will tell you people, thank God I just remembered, every client does not need to have your phone call, your WhatsApp number, and you don't have to hop on calls with every single client. I have closed 4 brand deals with Metrico. I don't even know whether I'm talking to a man or a woman. I just know the name of the person is Alex. His email. We've sent email back and forth, negotiated. That's why when Nigerians be like, oh, let's hop on a call. We don't have to hop on a call to finalize. I've worked with brands that when I worked with Hootsuite, but I hopped on that call. Metrical, four different campaigns. Gamma, 4 different campaigns. I don't know. I know Michael is obviously a man's name. Alex that I'm working with, I don't know what Alex's name is, but I can tell you, me and Alex to date, we've exchanged how many emails? Let me see. I can, because I used to group all my emails. Paid campaigns, 62 emails in 1 year. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And please, your email etiquettes in 2026. You people don't know how to write emails. It's crazy. WhatsApp, it's not by WhatsApp. Oh, must your client have your phone call, your phone number? Must they? Boundaries. You need to create boundaries for yourself. Your client, teach them how to use emails. If they are pitching to Tony Elumelu Antonio Elimelu say can only repair via emails. They will say, can I have your WhatsApp number? Aliko Dangote. Because me, clients cannot be asking me for my number because of the way I've positioned myself. So I don't give them. If it's not via email, I'm sorry. If it's not in the email, it's not in my calendar. I don't have time for it. I hope I've been able to answer your question. You need to develop your processes. You need to develop and you don't need to shoulder that agency. You don't need to, to be honest, not everybody needs an agency. You don't need to. And have I been able to answer your question? Is there any other thing?
Oh, yes, you answered some part. Thank you for the insights. I appreciate that. I wanted to also ask at the beginning of this call, you mentioned how I think it was Albert that asked the question, and you mentioned how he can like position himself, or anyone can position themselves like within 30 days. So I already have most of the roles I get are through referrals, through people that I've worked with before. So I really don't have a social media presence like on IG, or I write on LinkedIn, but I mostly do architectural writings because that's my field, apart from having a job as a research writer, editor, and proofreader. So now I'm looking to put myself out there so that I expand my reach, so I expand the amount of people that know me as what I do, and that way increase my income. So I wanted to ask, does that same like 30-day template also apply? Do I start by saying that why I got into research writing? Or do I have to like use my face? Do I have to be the one talking? Do I have to create video content? Or can I just create it as a writing agency, so to speak, but work with the system you mentioned, the writing agency that just shows like work stuff about research? At least I have worked with a number of clients and I know what writing is all about. I've been doing it for some years now, over 5 years. So I wanted to ask, is it a bad idea to not treat it like a personal brand? How do I?
It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea to not treat it as a personal brand, but you're sleeping on money by not treating it as a personal brand and putting yourself out there. Referrals is okay. Do you want to make okay money, or do you want to make good money? That's the question you need to ask yourself. And I think you already know the answer. And I think with the question you're asking, you already know the answer, but you're trying to let me validate the fact that you don't want to show up, but I'm going to tell you to show up. You already know the answer. And I think you already know what to do. So I would leave you to do that. Taga, Rita, please ask your question. Thank you. Inyi. You can put your hands down so we can get through to it. Rita, please go on and ask your question. Hello, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So I want to ask, because I'm actually new in this social media management space, and I kind of self-taught with people's accounts. I just try to push myself. So I'm recently taking courses and following guides and all of those stuff. I got a client recently, that's this December, and when I asked her what she wanted and all of that, she told me what her brand does. Our brand is a care brand, so more like they take care of old people, people in ICU and all of that. And it's not something that is really common in Nigeria. So it's something that she really needed a lot of audience and patronage. So I told her that for a brand like that, first of all, will I be creating the content for her, or she'll be creating and sending to me? Because if I have to create the content for her, she will have to pay more, because that will mean me going there, shooting videos, editing, and all of that stuff. And a brand like that requires trust can't really be doing with graphics. It will require human interaction. So I explained those things to her. She said, okay, that it was fine. Then I told her that, okay, since we're starting that December, I can shoot 3 videos for her and maybe do some graphics and all of that. Then over time, she'll be sending me videos herself. She said, okay, fine. So we we were supposed to meet the first day. She didn't show up because of traffic. I waited for like 2 hours. I just told her that I had to leave. The second day she came, then I shot the 3 videos. Out of the 3 videos, the first one wasn't really good because she was kind of closing her eyes to the sunlight and all of those stuff. Anyway, let me know about you people. So I finally edited the second video. I posted it. I told her that she has to redo the first video and send it to me. Since I already I scripted the 3 videos. I was just to repeat what she said in a more convenient place and send the video to me. And I explained to her that there's this pattern that the videos have to follow so that the storytelling will be more detailed. So there's no way I can post the third video without her sending that second video. So other than the video posting and graphics, I posted one video, posted a Merry Christmas post for her. Then I used to use her page to do engagements. Like I engaged on other people's pages, comment section and all those things, so that she'll be gaining reach and all of that. So at the end of the month, okay, at the beginning she said she was going to pay me in parts. As first month she paid me at the beginning of the month, she paid me 20K. Then she was supposed to pay the remaining 30K at the end of the month because I charged her 50K for the posting and all of that. So at the end of the month, I asked her for my balance, and she was like, how will she pay me my balance for just 2 posts that I did for her? And I was like, hello. If I wanted to shoot a video for somebody, I know how much I would charge. I shot 3 videos for you. Fine, one was not good. You're supposed to resend it. And your third video, I can't post it because it will break the sequence. And you have been the one delaying the second video. And other than that, every day I use your page to engage other people's posts so that your reach will. And she clearly saw that her reach improved. I think she was having just like 200 and something views. In the space of 2 weeks, it increased to about 700. Okay, send me my balance. She has been lamenting. Then I told her that it's fine, that she could keep the money. Then this one, she texted me that, can I send her the last video? I didn't even respond to the message. So I wanted to ask that, was I overdoing it or underdoing it? Because I'm actually new to this person. I really don't know how you people operate that much. But I just felt I should ask, was I really being mean not to send the video to her? Because now she logged me out of her page and said she doesn't need my service. Like I said, it's fine. She could actually go, but I just zeroed it in my mind. I was not going to send her that last video. So what do you people think?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. And this is more of a services and a pricing question. And I'm going to say most of the businesses in Nigeria right now, small businesses in Nigeria right now, they have no capability to handle what social media management is, except if you're if you're a social media manager that is collecting 50,000 naira, just react. I'm not saying you should raise up your hand, just react. Maybe you're collecting from 50K to 100K per month. If you have a client that is struggling, they don't need social media management service, they just need a guidance and direction. They don't need you to manage their page. They cannot afford it. If the brand is not making anything less than, let's say, 1 million in a month, they cannot afford the services of a social media manager, sadly. That's why they pay you the first month and then the next month they're expecting a miracle. And that's what's happening in this case. Now, one thing I will tell you is content shoots is different, separate money from social media management. In case you don't know, now you know. If you're shooting content for a client, it's a separate charge from how much you charge them for social media management. You're shooting the content, you are editing the content. It's not part of your role when it comes to social media management. Let me say it again, and let me say it again clearly. Content shooting, content editing is way different from social media management. It is not part of your role. And the quicker you separate it, the better you make money. Because you can offer them content shooting services and you can offer them social media management services. What then is the role of a social media manager? The role of a social media manager is to, let me look for my own definition. The role of a social media manager is to actually improve the presence of a brand page. They are supposed to give you the content. What we do in Nigeria, they don't do it here. You are overstressed, you are overworked, you are underpaid. You are overstressed, you are overworked, you are underpaid. What is supposed to be your duty as a social media manager? Clients give you the content, you schedule the content, you understand the trends. You can give them content ideas and say, oh, can we help on this trend? But it is the job of the client. It is the job of the client to recreate that content. You are supposed to provide them a direction. Then they come back, they give you the content. Maybe it's a trend, right? And they do the trend for you. It's the job of the client to recreate that content, right? And then maybe you can just, maybe it's a trend, you send them a trend, and then they come back, you maybe just do quick editing for that one. But if it comes to normal content shoots, if you join my old classes before, you know I'm always talking about my water bottle or my cup. This is my cup. My client sells Stanleys, right? It's the job of the clients to take the pictures of the Stanleys and do videos of the Stanleys and send it to me. It is not my job. If I am doing that for you, that is content shoot. That is a separate service that needs to be paid for immediately. You pay for that service before I even come and shoot for you. You don't pay for that service. You don't pay for that service after I've done the shoot. No, you pay for it before I come. You pay part payment before I come. You pay final payment before I give you the last set of videos. That's how it works with content shoots. But I'm going to show you guys my content shoot setup. I'm about to order my phone rig. And I want you, if you can spend money on phone rig this year, I want you to get it. I want you to get the best gimbals. I want you to get I have 2 gimbals that I've reviewed on my page. But let me bring one. Let me show you one. So that I can show it to you. Let me look for it. Go and look for money. Buy this. If you cannot buy a phone rig, go and look for money and buy this. This is the iSteady V3 gimbal. Go and look for money and buy this. It's number one, it has the leg stand. I think I've reviewed the video on my. You say you can't see the screen. Sorry. Look at it. This is the iSteady. Can you see it? This is the gimbal. You can place it like this, and it does 360. Let me turn it on. This is the OM gimbal. This is it. It's AI tracking, and it does 360. And then you can remove this and you can see whatever you're filming. It has a camera here. Go and buy the iSteady gimbal. This is it. Go and buy the iSteady gimbal. If you can see my screen, I'm showing it to you guys. So I don't know what you're not seeing. But this is the iSteady gimbal. See, I'm going to show you most of the tech tools that I'm going to be using. How much is it? It's expensive, but in dollars, I don't know how much it is. They sent it to me. But I don't know how much it is, but I'll check for you. And I have a discount code. But they sent it to me. The brand sent it to me. I have both gimbals. I'll post it on my page, definitely. And in the ebook, it's going to have some of the tools that I recommend. The ebook that I'm going to launch to you guys. But yeah, content shoots. First of all, Rita, I'm still answering your question. No? Your content shoot is different. 50% before you show up, so that even if you show up and the client does not show up, if they don't show up on the your service agreement, your contracts, your service agreement, if they don't show up based on traffic or anything, and I tell you, once people pay for something, they will show up. If they cannot show up, they will communicate. If they pay for something, they will show up. If they cannot show up, they will communicate. So please, stop slaving this year. Stop slaving this year. I need you to stop. Content shoots is different from your social media management service. What is included in your social media management service? Scheduling, trend spotting. Maybe you send the client, oh, let's hop on this trend. They can send you the video and then you can edit the video. That works. That's like the only editing up. Maybe graphic design. But most times, graphic design is not supposed to be part of our work. Honestly. That's the truth. Just letting you know. Even in churches, you have a separate graphic designer from the person that's posting on social media. Am I lying? And this is why collaboration works. If you are not good with graphics, you don't need to learn it. You just need to learn the basics so that you can understand when somebody's giving you nonsense graphics. What am I going to say? You're not very bad for not giving her the last video, but you still lost money. That's the thing. Have a service agreement before you start working with any clients. Have a service agreement. There are people that are charging what now what's flourishing in Nigeria right now? The people that are doing wedding reels. But I can tell you that thing is going to cast this year. The content creation for reels, it will cast this year because I saw some prices. I'm like, what's this? What are you shooting that you're charging this amount? It's ridiculous. But I can tell you, you can make so much money for just doing content shoots for clients. Somebody that does it really well, contently curated. She does it really, really well. Uchechi. She does it really, really, really well. So, here's what I'm going to tell you. Separate your services. I'm going to list out. I'm going to do a deep dive. It's just, you are just telling me what you need me to do. And what type of content you want to see this year. But I'm going to do a deep dive into services you need to offer when it comes to social media management and services you don't need to offer when it comes to social media management, because there's a lot. There's a lot that you people are doing that you should not be doing. Bamidele, please ask me your question. You've been raising up your hand for quite a while. Hello.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon.
So, I got a job. I don't know. I think you have actually answered it because it's as regards on positioning. I am currently a content creator for a painting brand, and it's owned by Lebanese. Now, before I got on board, they told me that I would just be creating content for a particular branch. But later on, they started adding more jobs to my job as regards all content from different showroom nationwide, from Lekki, from Abuja, from everywhere. I create content for them, and not just create content. I submitted content calendar and all of that. Though I will not lie to you, they asked me how much they can pay me, and I told them 200,000. But after my cost of production, as regards creating content, buying data, doing a lot of research, going from different showrooms, although they pay for my transportations to go for different showrooms, that one aside. So I want to pitch myself for them to, because when I checked ChatGPT and also asked some of my friends, I realized that I'm receiving the lowest amount of money ever. Like I'm receiving 200,000, and my friends, when when I asked my friend, he was saying that is any close to 600,000 naira to shoot content for a real estate, and I was like, why didn't you tell me? So I don't know how. I feel like it's not like I don't know. I don't know the worth of what I'm doing, but because I've just started working for them for like 3 months, so I just feel like, is it not too early for me to tell them to increase my money? And if I'm to tell them, how will I make them know how? I don't know, because I know the amount of work I'm doing, and they're always reacting to my work, always liking it. What, like this December, they use one of my the content I shoot for them to run ads, and they go viral. But then my salary is still the same, so I'm looking for how to position myself in order for me to get at least my worth pay
Okay.
this month. Yeah.
All right. I get your question. Number one, I'll tell you, your friend in real estate is in a different niche. So you're not going to have the same pay. Real estate, do you know how much you buy real estate? If it's earning 600K, it's justifiable. You're in a painting industry. You are not going to be earning that amount. One thing I will tell you is don't compare yourself. If it's somebody else in the painting industry that is earning 600K, then you cannot use that to talk. But if somebody is in the real estate niche, they are earning more, that's because they are in the real estate niche. You know how much they sell lands? That's because they're in the real estate niche. Number two, positioning yourself. The first mistake you did was Did they give you a contract when you first started? When you have a contract, when it comes to working with companies, they always try to subtly add different things in it. I would say wait for 6 months before you now broach the topic of increasing your pay. But in the next 3 months, because you've used 3 months with them now, in the next 3 months, you want to over deliver so that you can justify the increase to your pay. You in the next 3 months, you want to make sure you create the very best. You want to make sure that you go and learn the very, very best. Maybe your reports, you want to make sure that you want to what's you said no? Do you want to speak? Or
No.
okay. Like you want to make sure that you over deliver for the next 3 months before you now broach the topic of pay. Because you might not know it, but you might be on a 6 months probation. You might be on a 6 month. That's what most companies do. They put people on 6 month probation. So next 3 months, you want to make sure that you're designing the best content calendars. You want to make sure that they are getting the results. You want to make sure that your analytics report is on point, because it's your analytics report you used to present to them that, oh, this is what I've been doing for the past 3 months. This is what I did in January. So I did in February. This is what I did in March. I'm asking for a pay raise of, so if you, for example, you want them to add another extra 200K to your account, to your salary to make it 400, you will ask for an extra 300 because they will beat it down. That's how you position yourself. I hope I've been able to answer that question.
Yes, but I have a little comment. I'm not in charge of their social media manager. Their social media managing. I just create the content, submit it to the social media manager. So I don't have the
So
back
what
of
exactly do you do?
So what I do is that because the social media manager is just posting. So
Mhm.
what I do is that I write the content calendar that I want to shoot for them as regards the product brand that they have for the month. We
Mhm.
also have meetings together, but I am the final, like I did the final work. So once I did the content, once I write the content down, I now shoot it, then submit it to the social media manager to
Do you
post
write
it.
the captions?
No, I don't write the captions.
So you basically just write your content shoot plan and then you are just creating content for them. You're just a video
Yes.
content creator. That's what you do.
Yes.
Okay. And that's why that's it. Okay. I was answering based on thinking you were the social media manager. So now you need to just, how would I say, elevate your video delivery processes. Maybe it's the video quality that you're doing, maybe it's the audio quality, maybe it's the trends and everything. Just elevate it to justify why they should increase your salary. Doesn't have to be the reports. It can be the video quality, the gadgets you're using. It might be a gadget upgrade that you might need to invest in. It's up to you, but you need to be able to justify why you need that salary increase. I hope I've been able to answer that question.
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Next person, Albert. We'll come back to you. Let's go back to Akinpelu. Akinpelu
I'm
Adebayo.
here.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you so much for this session. My question is, I don't know if it's a question or a rant. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go on.
Okay, so I think I have been working as a social media. I got into social media management, I think late 2021, around October. I actually took a course on digital marketing that is more focused on social media management.
What course was that?
Digital marketing, social media management. Like it is supposed to be the social media management arm of digital marketing. And I took it with, I think, Go My Code. Yeah, Go My Code. 2021. So I think I've been unlucky in social media management, and I do not know what exactly it is that I'm doing wrong. And sometimes I actually feel like maybe I don't know enough or something. I'm going to start getting emotional now.
Don't cry.
Okay, so the first job I got, I was working as the social media manager for an tech brand. Oh Jesus, I'm so sorry. For an tech brand, yeah. and I was getting paid 150,000 naira. I was handling their Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and those. I am the one shooting all the contents for all of these platforms. I am the one writing, because it deals with IELTS, people writing IELTS exam to travel out. I am the one writing the scripts for this person. So I post on social different contents for different platforms, and I feel like because it was overwhelming, I didn't. I started running after delivering more than actually being able to settle down and think about what exactly it is I want to do. So I feel like what I was doing does not have depth. I need to write content for YouTube shorts. I need to write content I need to shoot all of these contents. I need to edit them for YouTube and all that. So at some point, I got depressed and I got burnt out, and I actually had to like opt out and all. So I honestly do not know exactly what my question is, but I feel like sometimes I doubt if social media management is actually for me, because aside for this course that I took with Treford, I've taken a couple of courses because I feel like, oh, I need to learn more things. I took content marketing at some point with renowned because I don't want to keep mentioning names of these places, but I do not know if I am the one that is not, because I feel like I just need a place to prove my worth. So I am now thinking that, do you think it is possible for someone to be alone? Like, I am a freelance social media manager and I am working on my own. Do you think it's possible for me to excel?
Yes. I'm an example of somebody that excelled, and it's okay to cry. It gets lonely, but I'm somebody that excelled. Most people that have been following me for years know that that's how I started. So yes, you can, and yes, you will excel. You've just not probably gotten the appropriate training that you need to get. Do you want to mute yourself so I can speak clearly? So let me tell you a story, a very short story of a girl. Or do you want to still continue talking before I answer?
Yeah, I'm not done yet. So
You go on.
presently, I am actually resigning from the current job I'm doing. I'm working with a fashion house because I used to be a fashion designer before I decided to, okay, I want to go into social media management. And this person I'm working with is lazy, and somehow the blame keeps coming on me, because a fashion brand is a brand that needs to interact with the owner, especially for brands that is not up there yet. You cannot afford to pay for models and all that. So this person is not really interested in shooting content and all. And I was working as the social media manager and the general manager because of my knowledge in fashion. And it just got so overwhelming, because I feel like the main thing I'm there for, and I'm not achieving it. And I keep trying to do more. This person wants me to use AI to create videos. And me personally, I honestly do not like AI videos as product videos and all. So, and the last meeting we had before the close of the year, I was actually practically humiliated in front of everybody that I do not know what exactly it is you are doing here. The job I'm paying you for, you are not doing anything. I shoot content when there is some content to shoot. There was actually one that I did process video, and I needed her to just do voiceover. The content has been sitting in my phone for months, because I need this person to just do voiceover. I'm trying to get you to like get familiar with your audience and all, but it feels as if I am not convincing enough, and I do not feel that I am the one that is supposed to convince you to actually put in work for your brand to grow. if you know that, oh, you need your business to actually be on social media, I do not have to beg you, to pet you, to convince you. So I really got humiliated. I'm like, okay, I think I'm actually done with the social media thing. So I was actually thinking that, do I need to probably look for an agency to intern art, to volunteer? I have handled things on my own. I am good with video editing. I am good with a whole lot of things, but I feel like I have not had the place to be able to like express or to showcase my talent. So maybe, and for the fact that I don't have a track record yet, all the places I've worked with are not so up to, they are not making it easy for my work to actually show. So I'm thinking, should I just ignore being a solo social media manager and focus on getting a job in probably an agency or somewhere that is more structured and organized? Maybe there I want something to show for, because I feel like I've been working as a social media manager since 2021 and I do not even have anything sensible to
Okay.
show for me.
Okay. Okay. All right. So sorry to hear that. First of all, I'll tell you to join the community on Telegram. I don't know if you're there, if you interact with them. I think a lot of people have grown from being in the community over the past 5 years, even the old one and the new one. You have a community of like minds. And to be honest, I'll say this to everybody. If you are looking for quick money, social media management might not be it if you don't do proper training. If you don't go to somebody that will train you well. If you just go for somebody that will just train you to collect your money or teach you that ChatGPT things, you would not get the results you're looking for. You just go for the training, be like, I'm not making money and everything. You actually need to go to someone and get the real training. When I started out as social media manager, I was 19. Right now I'm 30. That's 11 years. I was 19 years old and I was in uni. I was in 200 level and I started from Twitter and I was just going with the flow. I was just there. But it gets really lonely. There's some days that if you watch my stories very well, I have to clear my throat because I'm at home, not talking to anybody. If I don't have to call my brother or my sister or anything, like people that watch my stories, they know that Balaji is always clearing her throat like 4 or 5 times before she can even record the story because I've not said a word to anybody on Instagram. So what am I going to tell you? Number one, I'm not going to be able to hold your hand because I'm a very busy person. My life is as busy. With the fact that my mentorship is starting soon, I am at the busiest period of my life. But you might find someone that will hold your hand in the community. You will. You definitely find someone in the community. Number two, I feel like you know what you need to do, but I would say don't leave your source of income yet. Humiliation affects your mental health, I know, but you don't want to be broke, except if maybe you're living with parents, you don't have to pay rent at the moment or something like that. So that you are not completely broke. But you need to start, if you've decided that you want to work with an agency, you want to work with a company, you might need to start applying for jobs today. You might need to start applying for jobs today. You might need to put your best foot forward, start talking to people, start sleeping on LinkedIn to know people that are looking for social media managers that you can still do freelancing with, but also start applying because a lot of companies are employing in January. So January work with people are employing this month. So you need to start applying today. But yeah, I would tell you that you're not alone and yes, you can make it. I basically started freelancing in 2020. We're in 2026 now. So it's just 6 years of freelancing, even though it's been 11 years of social media management. And I absolutely love it. And If you follow me on social media, there are days that I've cried on social media. People that have been following me, there were days that I bought laptop that lasted for 3 days and water poured on it and I cried. There were days where I failed, had failed launches, had bad clients. I always share everything. I might have archived most of those posts, but I am the poster child for vulnerability and crying on social media. Yeah. And I know how it feels. It gets lonely. People that follow me from the start, the day I was in Computer Village and I was crying because they couldn't fix my MacBook that I saved to buy. I saved to buy because it was money for a car that I used to buy MacBook and it lasted only 3 days because water poured on it. So I'll tell you, you're not alone. It gets really emotional, but join the community and we'll see how we can go from there. Okay. But you might need to start applying for jobs today. Yeah. If you want to leave that agency, you might need to start applying for jobs today. All right. Next person I'm going to go to Albert. I'll come back to you. I've answered plenty of your question. Grace Malik.
Yes. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Okay. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for putting this together. I think most of my questions have been answered already. But I have a question on clarity, and I'll try to make this as short as possible. But I'll start with some context, some backstory. So, sometime in 2021, 2022, I came across social media management, and I did not really have like a formal training, and I think that's one of the things that affects me today. And you connect the dots when I get to what is happening right now. But along the line, I'm very like I took a lot of courses. Any course I see, I take any video. Your YouTube videos have actually really helped me over time. That being said, I found community management from social media management, and I was like, this sounds interesting. And I transitioned into community management. And I mean, at the time, it felt like the right decision. It still feels like the right decision, but I'm at a crossroad right now. So sometime last year, I came back into, or sometime 2023, 2024, but majorly last year, I did a lot of social media management. Like, it was so crazy. I was also still like managing communities, but you know how we sometimes have to stack jobs on top of jobs. And social media management just felt like as stifling, is stifling the right word, I'm not sure, as crazy as it felt, everything that comes to social media management, it still felt like very, very familiar. And one thing that I'm grateful for is like validation. So I took on a big role for a campaign that we had, a church campaign, and it was so crazy. And after the campaign, that was when I actually started to see myself like an actual social media manager. I got so many jobs, over 6 job offers from the people who knew I was the one at the back end during that period. And now it's January and I'm here, and out of all of my jobs, I have just one with me. I dropped a number of them also dropped me. But I'm here now with one social media management role, and I'm just thinking about a lot of things. One, I'm thinking right now I have validation that I'm a good social media manager, but is that enough to go all in? Because if I want to go all in, that means I'm dropping my dream of working as a community manager in the company that I have in my head to like actually lock in, because I don't want to have to stack 3 jobs together just to get what I want. I just want one good one. That is what I want. So that means if I really want to go into social media management, like on a bigger level than what I do right now, I maybe have to go back to take one course. I don't know. Maybe it's just me that is being in my head to say, oh, you never really had a formal social media education. Maybe you really need to go back. Even though, another thing is I see like the course outlines of the courses out there, and I'm like, but I know all these things. So why am I like, what exactly is the problem? I'm also thinking, do I still like focus on community management, but maybe offer social media strategy services? Like, I don't know. I'm so confused right now, because now I'm faced with, this is what is in front of me. This is the dream I've had. This is what I've done. And I just don't know the framework that can get me unstuck. Thank you.
So, what you're saying is you need the direction. You don't know. You're basically in a crossroad, right? Just to be clear.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question. What are you passionate about?
Community, people.
You love community management.
I do. I actually really do.
Now, community management is, you love managing communities like you love interacting, like, okay, this is community management, like somebody comes into a community, you know how to take them from start to
Yes.
finish within the community.
Another stage,
You need to
exactly.
look for more community management roles and leave social media management and learn how to become a community manager.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
You need to leave social media management, forget about it. There's a part of community management that is under social media management, but doesn't
Yeah.
involve managing that kind of community. But if you are more of a community management kind of person, start pitching your services of community management to different people that have communities. For example, Global Temi has a community. I will pitch that I'm a community manager. I can do this. You don't have to pay me for 1 month. Just see how I can do to manage your community, to grow and everything. I'm just giving an example. Just
Yes. Can I interrupt,
one.
please? Thank you. So I think my fear is I have worked as a community manager since that 2022. So I have like a very, very solid portfolio of being a community manager. Like getting a job as a community manager is not really my fear. My fear now is I'm good at social media management. I'm stellar at community management. But how am I sure that I'm making the right decision if I need to go all in on one? And like there are a lot of people in my DM asking me what is the rate for social media management? And I'm wondering if I just don't know what makes me sure that I'm making the right decision if I choose one and abandon the other.
Can you combine both?
I mean, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've
Is
been
it
doing so
working
far.
for
I
you
don't know
now?
why I just have this pressure to choose one and drop
You
the
don't
other.
have to choose one. If you can combine both, do both. You don't have to choose one. If you can combine both, do both. Continue doing both. But just learn how to balance your time well.
I think that's a very big issue for me, balance.
And both.
Like I lost a lot of sleep. It was so crazy last year, and I don't know if I want to
Combine
be that
both.
stressed.
Yeah, combine both. It's the same way I'm doing YouTube. I'm doing LinkedIn. I'm doing this one. But one will suffer, but combine both.
Thank you. And
Instagram is
sorry,
popping because my YouTube is popping, but I don't care.
thank you.
Yeah, go on.
Thank you. I was going to ask regarding the angle. Like I want to be like very, very excellent. I don't want to ever have to doubt myself. So if I decide now to go for like pay for this grand social media management course just to be sure that I am like being the best I can be, is that a wise decision? Knowing that I'm seeing these course outlines and it looks like what I'm familiar with, like does it help me overcome imposter syndrome if I can just take that step? Or am I just whining myself and wasting money?
Have you gotten proper training for social media management before?
Proper
training, like
not necessarily. No, I learned a lot on the job and YouTube and free courses, but not like proper training. No, I haven't.
has anybody paid for Latasha James course before or social media CEO before? Where you pay good money for training?
No, none of that. Not me. No.
You need proper training so that you'll be sure that, because you might be like, oh, okay, so I paid for a call with Global Temi, and I thought when I was launching my mentorship, and I'm like, what? This is what you were doing? And I'm glad I paid for it, because there's some things there's some things that we post on YouTube. You will never see it on YouTube, but it will be because there are some things that I will post on YouTube that we never actually cover what people in my paid courses are doing. So you might need proper training. You might have seen the outline, but it might be the same outline, but the way they will teach you is different. Have you ever learned the 4 P's of pricing when it comes to pricing?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do you know when it is time to increase your prices?
I think I do.
You think you do? Do you know, and I've been saying that thing a lot to everybody, do you know that you can work as a social media manager and still partner with these brands and don't have to pay for subscription for their tools? Do you know how to pitch as a social media manager that also uses these tools to brands?
That one I don't.
And also, like, they will pay you for using their tools. It might be, you might think, Metrical pays me for using the tool, and I still don't pay for Metrical subscription. Last year, I gave out 3. By the way, I think it's a good time to let you know that every part of my mentorship, things I'm giving out: 6 months cover free subscription, 1 year CapCut subscription, because I have plenty codes that I'm not using. I give out subscription to my friends, like my friends that last year my friends are enjoying, to be honest. People that are my close friends, they just come, microphone, lights, tripod stand, gimbal. There's one person that came yesterday, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? She took one of my gimbals because I really don't use it. It's the ones that I'm using. My friend, phone cases, screen protectors. So yeah, there's a business.
Thank you.
There's a business to getting proper training. I got proper training, and that was when I knew that I don't have imposter syndrome. I know what it is I'm doing. So you might pay for the class and you see that, oh, there's some things that they teach you there, but there's some things that, let me tell you something, even if you pay for my mentorship, that will teach you that you've never heard of in your entire life. I'm just letting you know, because I know I learned it from somebody that I paid for a class from. Yeah, somebody said that she's also a master degree holder in digital marketing. Yes, because I paid £15,000 to learn that.
Thank you so much. One final question.
To say, have you ever run a simulation before on social media management? No. All right. Ask the last question, because we have 9 people with their hands raised.
Yes, I appreciate. The question is on your mentorship. So for someone like me, having had my problem, can your mentorship work for me, or do I need to get your mentorship and also like your course separately?
No, I'm not. My mentorship has a course inside.
Oh, okay. Problem
My
solved.
mentorship, everybody's mentorship, everybody that's in the mentorship, by the end of next week or upper week, they will have access to. I've not dropped the videos yet because I don't want all of them to watch it back to back, because some of them sit down and watch it. You have pre-recorded courses that is something that you can always come into.
Oh, okay.
Get access to the social media management Bible, Rockstar templates toolkit. They get access to the advanced social media management Bible. They get access to the Spec project. They get access to, I've not just dropped it for them. It's only one video that they are seeing, but me, I've seen the back end. They have not seen it yet, which is intentional, because I've not sent them an email yet. So, and that's why it's 250,000 for the first, 7 slots have gone. That's why 37 people have paid 250,000 naira. Yeah. It remains 3 slots for the 250K. Then the remaining, there's instrumental payment. But I think I can do something for you guys here on this class. I can do 3 payments for you of 100K. I think I can do that. So I will launch that today at the end of this class. I think that's the best I can do. But because you're paying me for my time, you're not paying for the knowledge. But I will only give it for 10 people. 100K, 3 slots for 100K without any interest, so that you can pay that. No, I think, is it 100K or 120? Because you have to pay transaction fee. So I'll just do that. It's 10 slots. I'll give you till the end of January for 10 people. I would post it in the community. It will only be in the community. So if you want the link to the slots, join the community so that you can secure your slots in it. Let's go to the next question. Albert, I'll come back to you. I've answered 3 of the question. I will come back to you. Oyin Prebi.
Hi, Balaji.
Hi,
Good
yes,
afternoon.
Please
It's
pronounce
Oin Prebi.
it.
It's Oin Prebi. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah. So thank you very much for this call. I mean, allowing us to pick your brain. It means a lot.
People have been picking my brain. I don't know. I'm going to my friend's birthday party. I don't know what I'm going to say when I get there. But
So I wanted to ask, or rather, I want to ask, for someone that's looking at starting another career, but not really sure which to do, probably content creation, UGC creation, and social media marketing. Social media management. Um, how would you advise the person to select which fits them most? And do you think they'll probably have to take courses, or probably just have to follow people in this path, or probably watch YouTube videos and all of that? It's just something I need clarity about. And also, do you think it's best to start off with one, or you can actually combine probably the top two careers that would work for the person? I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to ask.
What are your options?
So, like I said, content creation,
Mm-hmm.
UGC creation, and social media management. I have these three in mind, but I'm not very certain which would work. And also considering time factor, because like I said, I have another job, but I'm looking forward to starting something else as well.
I'll say
So,
start with UGC. Well,
okay.
you don't, maybe you are shy and you don't have to post on your feed, but the brand can use your like videos on their own feed or something like that. So you're shy, maybe you don't want to be judged by anybody else. So I'll say UGC. Start with UGC. But still, just start with UGC is a very good place to start. The money is not plenty though. You might be getting free products at first, but the money is not plenty, but it's a good way to start since you already have another job and it's not your sole source of income. I hope I've been able to answer that question.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Albert, ask your question so that you can put your hand down.
Okay, well, thank you very much, man. I really enjoyed this session. My question is, as a beginner, for someone that's just starting out, yeah, what is the common mistake that slows growth and people do not realize it?
Okay, somebody's Albert, I'll come back to that question. Precious, please ask your question because your battery is about to go off. Sorry, let me answer Precious' question. Go on.
Okay, Bradley, thank you so much. Good afternoon. Thank you for this opportunity. Good afternoon, everyone on this call. Okay, so my question is, I think you've answered a part of the question, where the other lady was lamenting because I started social media management, I think 2024, but I was just doing it for friends and all. I watched all your videos, took some free courses. Then officially I decided to go into social media management in 2025. But like she said, it's basically like all my efforts will just go down the drain because you're trying to preach to the brand owner why they need to take their businesses more seriously, why they need to be what they do on social media. So it was always talking much about that. It was a lot. It was doing, and at the end of the day, you get paid 10K, 20K, 50K, but just because you want to get proof or your portfolio, you take it. So based on what you told her, I've gotten some answers for that question. But here's my question now. Last year, I took a course on digital marketing at Ultra Academy, but they didn't actually teach us like everything properly because of the time frame. But one thing I know that they taught us really well is how to come up with digital strategies for brand, which it was something that I learned a lot and I implemented it in social media management. So as the clients that I took for, and that's one thing that I usually get compliments for. But then actually they don't, most of the times they can't meet up with the budget, their team is not active to be able to pull off digital. Like when it's time for execution, you find out that there's nobody or they can't afford it or just something like that. So this is 2026 and I'm very confused, but actually I planned on taking your course actually, but I'm super confused. I don't know if I should stick with being a digital strategist or I should go and continue with my social media management. I also do content UGC creation and video editing on the side. Like I'm just scattered. I just feel like I'm not known for one thing. Like I'm not known for one thing. And I don't want to be that I'm busy, but I'm not being productive. Or at the end of the day, I've not been able to build anything. Like they can't just say, okay, my name is Precious, by the way. This is Precious and she can do this thing very well. So like I'm just so tired because of last year was so draining for me. It was like I didn't achieve anything. I didn't meet my goals, all my efforts went to be drained. Sometimes I'll lose my sleep. My mom will be like, by the end of this year, you bring so much money home for us. And if I have to tell her that I don't even get paid well for this job, I'm just trying to build my portfolio. So, like, what do you advise that I do? Because I see people who even do both their social media managers, their content creators, their UGC creators, all these things. But what do you think I do at this point? Because I'm very confused.
Oh, you people are turning me to a social media management therapist or a social media marketing therapist. Okay. Confusion happens to all of us. Trust me, one thing I'll first tell you to do is block the outside noise. A lot of people told me, oh, you're too niched. You can't do something. Social media management is too niched. I wasn't growing. It's too niched. It's a too niched niche. You are just catering to social media managers. You need to cater to content creators. You need to cater to this thing. Block the noise. I blocked the noise, and that's when I started excelling. First of all, block every noise. Number two, you need to, are you married? Do you have kids?
No, I'm not. I'm not
Do
married.
you live with
I
your
don't have
parents?
kids either.
Do you live with your
Yes,
parents?
I still live with her. Yes.
That's even perfect. I was living with my parents till I left Nigeria. I need you to do something for me this year. I don't know you, but you know me. I want you to work like a single mom that has 3 children. That you have 3 children to feed. That's how I want you to work this year. And I need everybody to do that. If you don't have kids, if you have, but if you are working as a single mom that has 3 children to feed, you will work so hard. You will work so hard. Your bank account will thank you and your body will thank you. Now, as a single mom that has 3 kids, you are focusing on one thing before you focus on the next thing. A lot of people have ADHD, including me, but me, I've been diagnosed. I have ADHD, but I bought brick for that. I need you to, I'm a firstborn. All my siblings are using iPhones, thanks to me. All my siblings, they don't get broke, thanks to me. But I still have to make extra money to send to my dad, to send to my mom, to send to 3 siblings. And I'm not married. I don't have a husband. Neither do I have a boyfriend or a sugar daddy. Confusion comes with, I need you to sit down with yourself. A lot of you have made vision boards. Me, I didn't do vision board this year. I have my goals, my January goals already set. Which one of my January goals I'm eating it today with having this call with you guys. We've been here for 2 hours and we're on our 3rd hour now. And I'm still answering questions. I want you to sit down with yourself. I want you to write down the things you're good at. Now, pick one as your primary goal for the next 3 months or next 4 months for the first quarter of the year. Focus on that one. Second quarter of the year, pick the second one. It's just 3 things. So, third quarter, pick the second one. You will start discovering what you are good at and what you are not. You start going. But I want you to work as a single mom that has 3 children to feed. And I also want everybody here to starve their distractions. If you are not disciplined, the way you are seeing social media, Oga, Salem Kingin, Bolaji Billions, Global Temi, Oyechi, we're starving our distractions. Every single month, I'm making a trip down to London. I live in Manchester. It's not easy for me to make a train trip to and fro, but I'm starving my distractions and I'm making connections. I am building connections that is changing my life, making me better. Most times, there was one event I went for. I paid for hotel fee for 3 days because I just wanted to work with the brand. I just wanted a chance to work with them, and I did. From the hotel fee, I think I paid it was like £300 for the 2 nights. I made $2,000 from that partnership with them, and a chance to feature them on my feed. And that partnership with them opened doors for 2 more. So I need you to be focused, but you need to write things down, not just on your phone. Piece of paper, have a notepad where you write things down. Everybody that is confused, and I'm not going to answer any confusion question again. I want a different question entirely. Write what you are good at. Pick one as your primary. Pick one as your secondary. Pick one as your tertiary. How many of you here, do you know what I can do? I edit with DaVinci Resolve. How many of you here can edit with DaVinci Resolve? I started editing with Premiere Pro. Learn all these things. I'm very good with Canva designs. I'm very good in designing. I'm very good in editing. Apart from social media management, I'm very good in strategy. I'm very good in content calendar management. I'm very good in content curation. I'm very good with newsletter. By the way, we're teaching how to write newsletters in the mentorship because all of you must learn how to write newsletter. My client, people, I'm very good with that. See the different 5 skills that I have that can make me money without me actually even managing a page for any client. I'm very good with designing portfolio. Do you know some people can offer portfolio services at the end of March with everything I'm teaching for portfolios? I want people to start offering portfolio revamp services to other people with everything I will teach from now till March. Offering portfolio revamp services to people. So if you are confused, it's because you've not blocked the outside noise first. You need to drop your phone somewhere. Get a piece of paper. People that meditate, they are not confused. People that do yoga, they are not confused. Write down things that you are good at, and I want you to start picking things you want to be known for. They're thinking social media management before they call 3 people's names. They've called Balaji Billions or social media organ in Nigeria. And if you've been here with me from the start, that was always what I wanted. That was always what I wanted to be known for. They blocked somebody, Instagram disabled somebody's account. People, you see people in my DM, even though I cannot fix it, you will still see them in my DMs. I want you to see a lot of people when I'm saying join my vision and strategy masterclass, that even most people did not join. People that joined it, they know what they gained from it. You thought I only showed you what I made in Naira. I didn't show you what I made in total. It was more than that. And I'll tell you, don't ever feel, but let it motivate you. Me and Global Temi, we'll see that our house is not far from my house. We both live in Manchester. One of the reasons she moved was because myself and Yechi were also living in Manchester. Our house is not far, it's 5 minutes walk from my house. We'll go to our house, we'll gist, we'll talk money. Stop having friends that you will talk money with. They will motivate you like mad. We're talking millions. We're not, Balaji, how much are you charging for this brand? Oh, I'm charging this one. Oh, okay. This brand say this one. My friend, Grad Girl Marketing, she's on Instagram. She's a white girl, white Indian girl. We talk money. Balaji, I charge this brand so and so. But in Nigeria, our parents will tell you, keep it. Don't keep it to yourself. Well, you will suffer. You will suffer. You will be broke. There was a campaign Global Temi was on. They paid her in dollars, 4 figures. The Nigerians, they were paying them maybe $200 or $300. She was trying to help them make more money. All of them were holding it to their chests. When they now found out that money, she said, but I wanted to talk to you. It's not by that though. You might not like the person, but if you want to make money, you might not like that person. If you want to make money in 2026, you must be ready for the hard conversations. But you cannot just come and meet Balaji and be like, Balaji, how much are you earning? I don't have any relationship with you. I am not going to tell you anything. I can tell Elsie, this is how much I'm earning. And another reason that annoys me, why I don't even talk about how much I earn on social media, is some people are pocket watching you. You see, a lot of people, I saw a lot of tweets. Oh, I made so and so. But then when you're looking for people, they are pocket watching you. That's why they feel like, if I'm applying for services, somebody told me is designing thumbnails for me $100. I just looked at the girl, I smiled. $100, and this is what you are designing for your thumbnails. I can design my thumbnails myself and they work for me. It's not by thumbnails. I'm not Mr. Beast. I don't need to design thumbnails that look AI generated. I just need thumbnails that work for myself. I have a friend, Deneen. She's Jamaican Canadian. She doesn't even use thumbnails. She'll just take a picture of her standing and holding this thing. Video 1 million views. I need you to sit down with yourself. Sit down, off the TV, no music. Sit in the silence. I don't know how silent it can be in Nigeria because you will hear cock crowing or cackling or something like that. Me, if I say I want to sit down in silence in mass, I'll not hear anything. Sit down with the silence and then figure out what it is you want to do with your life. I also have a training. The next stage, if on my next stage, you see the training for the Vision and Strategy Masterclass. It has the replay there in case you want to buy it. It's available. We also have a group that everybody there are accountable to me every quarter. We are doing accountability meeting every quarter to the end of the year because they must succeed by force by fire. I'm going to try to answer more questions. If you have any question, please raise your hands now because I have to leave the house to my friend's place soon. So raise all your questions because once I see the final numbers, I'm going to answer all the questions that I have raised. And if you don't raise it now, I would not be answering them again. Yeah, I think one thing I'll also do for people in the community, Adobe has said we should refer people that do designs, and Adobe, to become Adobe ambassadors, we can refer people. So I'll see based on everything in the community, we'll see how we can refer more people to make more money, because I'm all very, very passionate about Nigerians, especially females, making their money. Because if you don't make money, it's not about you telling me you're interested. I need to see you put in the work to be able to refer you. But Precious, I hope I'll be able to answer your question. And if you need any other thing, you can send me a DM on Telegram, but please go straight to the point. Go straight to the point on Telegram, because they'll be like, hi, Bolaji, you'll be waiting for answer. If you don't go, I used to see the hi, Bolaji, but if you don't go straight to, I'm a very busy woman, please. And I have kids. 3 kids. My siblings are my children. 3 children. So please put in the work. Put in the work. And I'll see most of you in Nigeria if you can. We're having our second event in May. We shall be announced going forward, but May, hopefully. Albert, ask your question again. Albert, this is your final question for now. You can go and be asking the remaining in the group.
Albert again. This is the fourth time.
I know. Let him just answer this
I'm
question.
sorry, please. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just asking as a beginner, like, what's the common mistake that people do make without even them realizing, and it slows growth?
Okay. Number one, Albert, put your hand down so that I'll answer your question now. Number one, the mistake that people make, that I've seen a lot of people do, is they don't go for proper training. You think social media management, if you notice my YouTube video, I'm always just talking about the same thing in a different format, because that's what the question. I will just talk about the same thing. I've done how many videos of how to start social media management, essential skills to have. I've done it over and over and over and over again. I will continue to do it, because if you want to learn strategy, you see people, there are a lot of strategy videos, but people will not go in depth. That's why on my content strategy videos, people are like, oh my God, Bolaji, you're the first person to actually go in depth. Yes, I only showed you what I've created, but I did not show you how I got to that point. You want to learn how to get to that point, you need to go for proper training. A lot of you do Google skills, digital garage, something, or you go for Udemy, buy free course, or a lot of you will go to ALX. You see that ALX, if I catch them with the nonsense portfolio they are teaching people to create, if I catch them, it's another talk for another day. But yeah, a lot of people do that. And a lot of social media managers, the mistakes I see, you think free tools are enough. What do you mean? Mary, please mute yourself. Your voice is sounding. My voice is echoing. Please mute yourself, Mary. Free tools are not enough. I started paying for Canva and I started getting results. If you pay for Canva, you will learn how to use it. Whether you have client or you don't have client, you play around with it and you'll become very good at it. Another thing I've learned from social media management, you see, the thing that annoys me a lot is when you come to them and they tell you this is how much they charge. Maybe they charge 100,000 naira, 200,000 naira, and then they'll be asking you for data and they'll be asking you for subscription fee for the tools that they're supposed to be using. When you are charging your clients, add everything together in your subscription fee. I shouldn't have to pay you for data. I shouldn't have to pay for your subscription fee for Canva. Add everything in your payments. Calculate everything. If your subscription for that month is going to cost you 50,000 naira, and maybe you think, okay, for me to make money and to live well, 200k. That makes what? 250,000. If you don't know how to calculate it, I think I've done a reel. I think it's time to bring it back again on how to do normal, simple calculation when it comes to your subscriptions. And also pay for subscriptions with people. Well, now CapCut is cutting down on people sharing passwords, but 2 people can still share the same password. as long as it's somebody that you trust, so that they don't change the password on your head. Canva is cutting the price, but two people can still do it. Captions app, two people can still pay for it. You can still share subscriptions if you want to. A lot of people pay for Google Meet and Google Workspace. You can still pay for it together. Google One. Elsie pays for Google One. I'm using Elsie's Google One because I've not had time to sit down and pay for Google Workspace, because I need to pay for Google Workspace for the mentorship, because everybody will be added there. Nobody will tell me that they do not have email, they did not receive email for. I'm automating everything in the mentorship, because nobody will tell me excuse. I did not see your email, social media. You are a liar. I'm sorry, this is how I talk to my siblings. I'm talking to you guys like you're my siblings, not like you're my children. But yeah, to round it up, there are a lot of mistakes that I've seen a lot of people. I think I did a YouTube video on it. I think I've done a YouTube video on it, on mistakes that are common mistakes that I've seen a lot of. My YouTube channel is like your social media management library. Is packed to the fullest. I think I've done the truth. If I was starting out, I think there was a common mistakes video. I don't know. If there is, Elsie will find it. If there is none, I will film one. And also go and watch 20 must ask questions before starting a career in social media management. I filmed that video 1 year ago. Go and watch it. It's there. Yes, I'm doing it. I said it. I've done common mistakes. Yes, it's there, close to each other. See it. It's there. Avoid these 5 common mistakes in social media management. 20 must ask questions before you start your career as social media manager. I'm not telling you to go and watch my video because I need your views. Go and watch it. It's very important. It will change your life. Thank you, Albert. Chioma, please ask your question.
Okay, good afternoon, ma. Oh, thank you so much for this session. Like, ah, God, I can't even lie. I've not even attended your classes before, but it's as though I've gotten major answers to the questions I've had. But anyway, I'm still going to go forward to ask this one. This part is about the career path in social media management. When I entered into social media management last year around June, July, August here, I started off as a content writer. First of all, I was building around that on LinkedIn, but I don't know if I should say my positioning was not getting me the kind of client I wanted. Instead of clients to be coming, it was people who wanted me to teach them writing who I had. So when I now started off as a social media manager, once I was done with the training, I had my first job, right? And it has been going very well. Yeah. But then the question I keep getting now is, what is the career path in this social media management you want to do? And I'm like, you people should just this question is coming majorly from family members. I don't know, like I have big brothers and they are really into, they just want to be sure that what I'm doing makes sense. I don't know if you get what I'm doing is not all those kind of my god. And I'm just saying you should calm down. Like everything is um one after another. Actually, as I last year, I was supposed to take up data analysis, yeah, but I told them no, that they should chill. Right. So this year, I was like, okay, as I'm kicking up as social media manager now, what other skills will I add to it that would at least make the career path make more sense, right? So, in fact, what you said, go and write down what you like. I know that I'm going to take it very seriously, but I don't know, I don't even know how to put this question right now. What is the career path like in social media management? One, that's the first question. Then, secondly, I was the one that asked the question about niching down. So I was really looking at niching into the real estate industry. But the question I have now is, for example, okay, you mentioned content shooting being different from management skills, right? Now, what if I want to work for a real estate brand and then I have like more than one, and the both still want me to do content shooting for them? I mean, being the face of the brand, how will I now go about these different aspects also?
Okay, that's two questions in one. Thank you very much. Please mute yourself so I can answer, and then you can put your hands down so we can reduce the numbers. So first of all, the first question I'll tell you, your brothers, your mother, your father, and everything, they will not believe you until they start seeing you make money. And they will not see you make money until you start like upgrading your gadgets yourself, contributing to the house and everything. That's how it was with my father. Because my father was like, "Oh, you're going to leave a job at KPMG to be pressing laptop in my house." No. But until I started making those money, bought a new laptop for myself, bought a new phone, was contributing to basic things in the house, like maybe buying fuel or something like that. That's when my daddy knew that, oh, shit is getting real. So yeah, you need to start showing them results, upgrading your gadgets, buying, if it's simple as buying a tripod stand, buying lights and everything. Oh, I bought it from my money. Stop asking them for money for data. It's as simple as that. When they see the results, that's why my father till today does not complain. I send him money. Yesterday was my dad's birthday. I know how much I'm going to send to him today again. So it's until they see the results before they understand. That's one. Number two, for niching. So now, as a social media manager, being a face for the brand is a very dicey subject. A lot of people, a lot of clients want you to be the face for the brand, but I'm going to tell you that you necessarily don't have to be a face for the brand if you don't want to. If you want to, that's fine. If you don't want to, that's fine. It's not part of your duties to be the face of the brand. It's to be the client, honestly. But if for most professional companies, there's the guy that is the social media manager for SEMrush, and he's the face of the brand. He does it excellently as the social media manager for SEMrush. Then also there's this guy for Metrical also. It does it excellently well. You can check their videos. Elsie will look for the links to the Instagram pages so that you go and watch the video on SEMrush. Go and watch SEMrush on TikTok. You would laugh because this guy is hilarious. Same on Metrical Instagram, you would laugh. So those are the people that do it really well of being the face of the brand for a brand. Now, if you are content shooting for a brand and maybe, to be honest, I can't tell you how much to price, but I can give you a formula that will work for you. I won't tell you how much to price. And I think to answer this question, there's a pricing formula on Instagram, on YouTube, right? Elsie, I have a video on pricing. I do. I also will find the link for you. Everything you want to, she'll drop it in the community. I think I have a video on pricing. Pricing as a social media manager. I uploaded it 1 year ago. We'll still do another video, but go and watch it. It's still valid. I had 51 people ask me questions. I will always even answer. If you have finished watching the video, I think this pricing formula, I did calculation. I did where I was showing you on my iPad how to do calculation well. Go and watch that video. I brought in formulas to calculate how much you should be doing your pricing based on subscription and everything. You should go watch the video. So if you are shooting for content, I still stand on, if you are content shooting for a brand, maybe they have products and they sell water bottle, and you are shooting like there are different water bottles. A content shoot price is different from you being the face of the brand and managing their page. But you need to decide. I think I need to go deep dive into pricing, but let me write it in my notepad so I don't forget. Topics to film. Let me put it under YouTube. Pricing in 2026. So I think, for pricing, for basic pricing, I think when you list out everything, if you watch that video, it will help your life. Elsie will put it on the group community group chat. She always puts everything. Next person is Abdusalam Zainab is the next person. Shema, you can put your hands down. Thank you. Zainab, please go ahead and ask your questions.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for the class, section, because I've joined the section for everyone. So my question is, I think when we were talking earlier, I asked that how do we undo clients that don't take our strategy and they water down our our efforts. There are some clients, because honestly, I think most of us here have worked with some clients that they don't even care about the contest calendar or strategy you give to them. Some of them don't even read strategy you give to them. They will just tell you, let's just post this. After doing all that hard work, they still water it down. Like I said, the tweet I made earlier before we connected, there was a time, like I've had like so many encounter with clients like that. So I want to ask, how do we handle this kind of client? Because I will not even like, they are stressing us out. I have like plenty amount of people that complain about this every day. So I don't know how, if you can help us like explain how we can handle people like that. So
So
that's my
it's Anzu clients that water down your like content.
effort. Yes, and they don't even care about the strategy and calendar you give to them. They just want it to work.
They want you to become a magician.
All of a sudden.
Okay. All right. Elsie, first of all, please, for anybody that cannot join the group, Telegram group link, I'm going to post it on my YouTube. Sorry, on Twitter. I'll post it on Twitter and I'll post it on my stories, so that you can go back to like click the link to join the Telegram group so that you're not confused. First of all, I'll tell you, don't take it personally. When a client waters down your content calendar, it's not about you. It's not about your competence. It's about the fear of letting go. A lot of them don't understand and they're like scared of being, how I say it, they want to control what they are paying for. They are micromanaging you. Some of them genuinely do not understand what strategy means. They just know what they like. Do you get? And once you can separate your competence from their fear or their ego, you have started winning the battle. Hi, everybody. What just happened right now? I was so scared. I'm really so scared. I've lost my trail of thought. I'm so sorry. I have to say, X, this is why I left that platform. I was so scared. I'm like, what just happened? I was so scared. Wow. I was scared. And I really want to finish this class. Oh my gosh. We need to edit that part out. I was really scared, man. This is why I don't like Twitter, but because the link was on Twitter. This is why I don't like Twitter. Oh my God, I was so scared. I'm not even going to lie. My heart was in my mouth.
Those guys are crazy, man.
Okay. Please, what was the question I was answering? Scared. Somebody was asking that question. Who was the person? It was crazy. No, that was crazy. I'm so sorry. I don't know. We were hacked, guys. We were hacked. Today is the 2nd of January. Zainab was asking that question. Where's Zainab? Is she here? Gosh. I was explaining what to do when somebody micromanages you. I just need her to be here. If she's here. Should I continue answering without Zainab? Let me just answer that question so that you have questions to that one. I'm sorry, I was telling my brother what just happened. Because I was so scared. My brother is a web designer, so I was just like, next time I'm not going to put the link on Twitter. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. Twitter is not just... Well, all right. So I said first of all, don't take it personally. When a client tries to water down your content, don't take it personally. It's all about them. It's more about them, not you. Secondly, let them, you need to talk to them softly, like you're talking to them like they're a child. Let them know that, okay, ask them what's the goal of the post, what are the KPIs they are prioritizing. If they don't understand what KPIs are, try to look for simple English to break it down. Then ask them if you are optimizing for reach, engagement, if they care more about sales. If they cannot answer this question, it might be time to look for new clients, because these people are going to stress your life and they just want to go viral. Might be time to do that. Also, introduce like a feedback framework for them. They should have a way they can give you feedback. They should not be sending you messages on WhatsApp, like I always say. And I'll say document everything. I'm going to make a post on, I think I already have a post that's scheduled on the clients that never follows content calendar, or the clients that never sends content. So they're going to be detailed carousel posts that actually does break that down. Okay. Annie, you said I should answer your question. What is your question? Please, can you drop it again? Because I cannot view previous questions. I'm sorry. I cannot view previous questions. I think Elsie turned off continuous chat. Elsie, maybe next time we should turn on continuous chat, because then I can view previous questions.
Okay. So my first question.
First, can you just ask one, because we don't have time.
Okay.
Sorry.
So in the former chat, I sent my portfolio link, but I'll just send it again now. So I want a review on that.
Okay, I can come back to portfolio review. That's the last thing I would do. I'll come back to that. But I'm just going to open it. Let me open it down. So I'll come back to that. Next question, please.
So the next question was to request for a page audit, possibly. Yes.
You want me to audit you?
Yes.
What?
My Instagram page.
Your Instagram page.
Yes.
We can talk about, if you want me to do that. Just send me a message on Telegram. I think I'll be able to respond to that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Next question for Gifty. Gifty. Oh, Gifty. Are you here?
Okay.
Please go on.
Yes, I am. Sorry, my questions in the chat. I'm going to just read it again.
Okay.
So I have experience now. I manage personal brands, and that's where I want to niche. Because I have proof and experience, how do I pitch myself to brands I would want to manage, especially if I'm not in their location?
When you say if you're not in the location, is it brands that are abroad, or all of that?
I think I believe both, because I would want to stretch my reach to beyond the borders of Nigeria.
Okay. All right. So for pitching, there's no one thing I'll just tell you as a social media manager: don't be pitching in the DMs of another brand that you want to work with. Go and look for the CEO on LinkedIn. Go and look for the owner of the company, and look for their email. Don't pitch in the DM, because they probably have a social media manager. And if I'm a social media manager of a brand and you send a pitch in the DM, I will delete it, because you're trying to take my job. That's the truth. So don't try to pitch in their DMs. Yeah. Go and look for them on Instagram. Look for their emails. If you send that nonsense to me, I will delete that out. Not only that, I will block you, because you're trying to take my job. So look for them on LinkedIn and look for their email address.
Personal brand.
Yeah. Every personal brand. I am a personal brand. My email is in my bio. My email is in the contact section of my Instagram. And there are different ways you can find their email, even on LinkedIn. There are different apps you can use to find emails of people, because people use it to serve them. There are different apps that can show you. I think I'm trying to partner with a brand so I can promote how they use that extension, Google extension, to find emails of brands to work with. So yeah. What's your second question so I can answer?
Okay, the second one is, can you move from social media management to becoming a marketing strategist, or do you need to undergo certain training or course certification?
You can move from social media management to becoming a social media strategist, but you need to undergo certain trainings and certifications. Tommy Smith was a social media manager. She now has her own agency, but she paid $10,000 before she became the social media strategist. There are certain courses, and I paid £15,000 to become a digital marketing strategist. You cannot just take a course on digital marketing and think you're going to become a digital marketer. I'm signed with the Chartered Institute of Marketing in the UK. Yeah, because of my degree. So yeah, courses that those Tommy paid $10,000. I remember that's how much they were charging for that course. Then $10,000. It did not reduce to become the strategist, because you need to learn from somebody that has gone ahead of you. That things that you will not see online. So yeah, Tommy did that. I know that for sure. So yeah, there are some certain courses, but you can move. But if you don't learn from people that have gone before you move, you won't see. I'm sorry, you need to have money to make money. You need to spend money to make money. I'm going to tell you, maybe if we still have time, it's almost 4 p.m. That means almost 5 p.m. We'll be here for 3 hours, you guys. 3 hours. But anyways, we'll finish this question and we'll go. But yeah, you need to pay. Ajagbe, yeah, Aurelia, please ask your question. Aurelia, are you there? Unmute yourself, please. Hello? I don't think it's there. Number 2. Oka for Victor or Victoria. Okay, Aurelia has muted.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your question?
Yeah, I'm a social media manager though, with no proper training, and I have 2 clients now with me that I'll be creating content for. They'll be the one posting it themselves, actually, but I'll be the one creating the content. But now I'm having trouble creating content for them. I don't even know what to post for them. I don't know how to go about it.
Okay. That's because you are in a niche that you don't know about. If you don't know how to create content for those clients, it's because you don't have any value to add to them, because you're not interested in that niche. If you tell me to create content about tech, I have 1,000,001 ideas in my head that I can create, that I will never run out of content ideas in 90 days. So if it just shows you that you do not actually, you've not niched down, or you're not working in a niche that you actually love. So you're just doing the job for the money. That's why you're struggling. But to fix your situation for now, until you finally fix yourself and pick a niche, is go to AI, ask AI. Don't tell it, give me content ideas for so. No, tell it to ask you questions regarding the brand that you're working with. And after it has asked you questions, you will answer those questions. And then with what you know about the brand you are creating for, and then you will not tell it to generate content ideas based on the answers that you have given. So you have something tailored to that particular brand. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. That's my answer to your question. I hope that has helped.
That's very helpful, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Oka for Victoria, please. Next person, so that we can wrap this thing up. Fast.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. It's been a wonderful moment with you, social media Oga. So, my question is, as a social media manager looking to land clients without having to pitch or apply for the jobs, how do I position myself? And secondly, how do I charge my work? Like, I've been a social media manager for 3 years, and it just feels like I am not charging my worth, and it's draining me. Like, I've thought about leaving social media management entirely to focus on something else, but then is the first career that gave me stability after uni. So I think it's a bad idea leaving it entirely. Thank you.
Okay. I feel like no matter how much we grow, we'll always feel like we are not charging our worth. I charged the brand £5,000 for a video and they agreed. And in my mind, I still felt like I was not charging my worth. We would never always feel like we are charging our worth at every single point. So I feel like that conversation, you are never going to feel like you're charging your worth ever. But you don't want to pitch to clients. You want the client to come and meet you. You need to know how to position your personal brand in a way that they will be able to come and meet you. That's one thing I will tell you. So you need to position yourself well as a very good personal brand that they will be able to come and meet you. If not, you're gonna have to pitch. You're gonna have to go out there and look for them. You're gonna have to do the extra legwork. So you need to position your personal pages well. Maybe start talking on Twitter, start talking in conversation, leaving comments on LinkedIn, be in the comment section, going to people that answering questions. There's one guy in my comment section on Instagram. He's always answering other people's questions and is literally positioning himself as somebody that knows what it is that he's doing. So those are the things that you might want to consider doing. But yeah, if you don't want to pitch, that's what I would advise you go with. But till we die, I don't think we'll ever charge our words. I still feel like I'm not charging my words. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to hop in a meeting with a Metrico next week, and I feel like whatever price I call, I will still not be charging my words, even though it's more than how much I made. And take it that when Metrico first worked with me, I think it was with £1,000, and we've gone higher than 5,000 at this point. But I will still always feel like I'm not charging my words. You will always feel like you're not charging your words. Trust me. I hope I've been able to answer that question. Oh yes, Sonia Oluwa Rantimi. Please answer your question or ask your question. Victoria, you can put your hands down. Thank you. So we can get the numbers going. Ranti, go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for everything you said so far. I've really learned a lot. So my question is, okay, as a beginner social media, what's your take on using AI? So I practically use AI for everything. So maybe I'm having content blog, how to create content pillars. Though I took a class, but at the same time, I'm still not like so confident to pick up a client. Though I had one. So most of it, I'm busy running from Claude to GPT to this to like, even if I have ideas, I still have to like use AI to think, okay, how does this sound like? Does it look like something that can be put in a strategy or something like that? What's your opinion on that?
You need to use AI, but also you need to work independent of AI, because if you are just depending so much on AI, that means you cannot do anything without AI. You need to make AI your assistant, your second choice, whereas you know what it is to do. Because if AI shuts down today, if ChatGPT stops working today, a lot of people will not be able to post. A lot of people will not be able to create scripts, content, and everything. It's your repetitive tasks that you need to assign to AI. My content ideas come to me when I'm in bed without AI. I told my friend the way I use AI. So, for example, my YouTube scripts, I use my AI to structure. I don't use AI to write my YouTube script. What do I use it? I use it to bring all my jumbling nonsense. So what do? I use an iPhone. I open the Notes app. So with iPhone, if you're using an iPhone, you can go to the Notes app, when you open the Notes app and you open like a new note, for example, there is this button here that has like this button here that has the microphone. And what I do is I just turn it on and then I start talking what I want to say in my video. So once I'm done talking, and I copy everything. It's my script though. I copy everything and I go into ChatGPT and I'm like, this is my script. I want you to just arrange everything that makes it sound like a good YouTube script. Meaning I just used AI to polish my work, but it's still my own voice. That's how I use AI. I don't use AI to brainstorm content ideas. I don't have that time. That's why you will never see my post and you see like, oh, she's using AI. You think no, she's using AI for a repetitive tasks. I use it because I use a teleprompter. I tell it to arrange my jumblings, my mumblings into a way that when I put it on my teleprompter, I don't have to be looking at headings or anything. It removes everything for me. That's how I use AI. So you need to be using AI as your assistant, not as your sole source. I hope I've been able to answer that question.
Yes, thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome. Social media with Lily. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon,
Good
social media
afternoon.
order. Good
Hiya.
afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for today in general. Okay, so I've asked this question before. You sent us a link on your story one time to ask you whatever. So I asked about client termination. I've worked for I'm a social media manager. I said October 2024. And yes, I don't know, people see me as, oh, you're so good in social media management. You see people coming to me, oh, Lily, I referred you for this, referred you for that. But then I think, personally, I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think I'm good enough. I still feel the way it's being hyped out there, I don't know, it's like pressure for my own end because I don't think I'm good enough. Maybe I'm over positioning myself. I think I need to stop positioning myself so that when I'm good enough and I'm positioning myself is going to balance. Because if clients come to me, I don't know if it's how we start up, but if they come to me and we start conversation and everything, we close the deal, I start working for them. Along the line, they would want to micromanage, or along the line, they would want to go against the contract. And then because of the positioning thing, and because of the positioning thing, I tend to, you know what, when this thing happens repeatedly, I tend to just say, okay, we are terminating the contract. And because of that repetition, I don't have like a structured result on my portfolio. I just have bit by bit, which I know doesn't make sense, and which I know is not very convincing for the kind of brand I want to work with. I really need to have structured results. But because of that termination, so I'm trying to channel it. Where is the problem coming from? Is it over positioning? Is it discovery call? Is it, I don't know what actually, why are they at the end of the day doing something else or making me terminate the contract? And then secondly, I don't know, I want to remind you, please do not forget that you said you'll be giving out 10 slots for people who are interested in your academy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to forget all the links.
Okay.
Elsie is going to remind me. So what I said at the beginning, 10 slots for people for the 100K in 3 installments. Yeah, I'll make that available. Then the second one is giving you guys a discount for the pre-order. I've not done the link, so I think I'll carry my laptop to my friend's baby as I'm going so that I'll be able to work on the go while
All right.
so
Okay.
everything will be dropped on the community group. Now, how to fire your clients. So I have a video on YouTube. I've gotten to that point where, and I've said it, if you've been following me and you don't remember, you always remember what I said. So you get to a point that any question you ask me, I'll go and check on my YouTube and I would have answered that question before. So I have a video that was filmed 2 years ago, 6 things you need to consider before firing your clients as a freelancer. Elsie will put the link on the group chat. It's on YouTube. It's a 7-minute video, so you can watch it in 7 minutes, and you'll get an answer to that. And to also like add more to the question, to answer your question, if you are good at plenty things, a lot of you that feel like you have imposter syndrome is because you've not gone through proper training. If you want to get rid of imposter syndrome, you need to go through proper training of social media management. I promise you, once you go through proper training of social media management, you will not imposter syndrome where people that have gone through mentorship with Global Temi is audacity that they have. They don't have any imposter syndrome. So even people that have gone through most of my classes now, like the first ones, is audacity they have. They don't have anything called imposter syndrome. They don't know what is imposter. Nah, they have audacity, and that's what I need you people to start having going forward. But to get rid of imposter syndrome, you need to go for proper training. Number 2 would be when it comes to firing clients, you need to be very careful. You don't want to make sure you fire clients and then you don't have money coming in so that you not start GoFundMe or crowdfunding on social media. I don't want you to do that. So you need to be very careful when it comes to like firing clients, and take your time well. Think about it before you say, oh, I want to fire clients and all of that. Another thing I would say, if you want to gain confidence, you need to practice. The DaVinci Resolve, I only use DaVinci Resolve for color grading. Bring it. I will color grade. I shoot in D-Log. I shoot and I color grade in DaVinci Resolve to make that color before I send it to my editor to edit. I like to color grade my videos by myself. My friend just had to teach me. I don't do, it's basic minimum. I edit with Premiere Pro Mobile. I have a video on that coming soon. And the script is my baby. I filmed that video since last year. I've edited it, but I've not posted it. I don't know if I'm still going to post it. I don't know why I keep ordering things, but hopefully with me having an assistant, I will be able to push out things more. But yeah, before you fire your client, please go and watch that video. 6 things you need to know before you fire your client. And in case I'm not able to review any Notion, any portfolio, just drop it on the group. Elsie will compile it together. I will give you detailed feedback on all those portfolios. Drop it on the group. Elsie or Tofumi will compile that and they'll get it to me and I'll be able to give you detailed feedback. Chukunon, so please go ahead. It's only 4 people that we have left. Please let's answer all these 4 people. Any other questions, I would answer them on the group chat. I promise. Any other question? Don't drop your this thing in the in the chat box. Drop it in the group chat on Telegram so that I'll be able to give you reviews. Nonso, please go ahead.
Okay, good evening. Thank you so much for your time. My question, in your experience, do you think that driving conversions is directly the job of a social media manager, or is it more about like creating content, engagement, and awareness that supports the conversions? That is one. And then, do you think that it's also the job of a social media manager to run ads?
Okay. I've been a social media manager for 10 years. I haven't run a single ad. Kudos. I think that answers your question. Number 2, because they have ad specialists for that. Okay. If you want to run ads, that's on you, but I don't even know how to run ads. Number 2, there's something called paid media and there's something called organic media. That's why I've broken down, that's why in the ebook I've broken down the different types of social media managers. So I'm an organic media kind of person. I don't even know how to run that, and I've not learned in the 10 years that I've been doing social media management. If my clients want to run an ad, I tell them, we need to find somebody that is an ad specialist to run an ad for it. Priye is an ad specialist. So if you want to learn that, she's in the community. She's really good when it comes to ads. I think there's Stuffy Pero or something like that. It runs ads and everything, but Priye is somebody I can recommend. Then the first question, what was the first question again? Please, can you ask the first question again?
The first question was, is it the job of a social media manager to direct bringing conversions?
Now, it is not your job, but it's also part of your KPIs. If you're managing my page and I'm not seeing any growth, I'm not seeing you drive conversions. There's no website clicks, there's no link clicks, there's nothing. You're just posting. I'm not going to want to work with you anymore. So your job is, I'll tell you, the job of social media manager is not to drive sales, but it's to create content in a way that drives conversions that leads to sales. So yes, it is your job. It might not be your job, or you might not consider it part of your job, but it's part of your KPIs, and it needs to be achieved. Because why exactly am I paying you if I'm not getting the results that I'm looking for? It needs to be part of your job. You are not indirectly responsible for sales. You're not directly responsible for sales, but conversion should be part of your KPI. So yes, I should be seeing the results that I'm paying for. I should see the likes, the comments, the shares, even if you are not in charge of the algorithm, but I should still be seeing it. I hope I've been able to answer that question.
Sorry, just a little bit something. So what if it's a situation where, yes, you can see like the click links and all of that, but the people are not making purchases, but you're still getting reprimanded for that?
It takes a buyer 8 times, 8 to 10 times to see something before they actually buy. So keep posting. Retention. If you're seeing the links, I feel like I need to bring back that old post of social media managers are not directly responsible for sales. I need to bring that post again to break it down for you guys. It takes a buyer before people will buy. Before me, I will buy. I've been seeing brick. I just ordered the brick yesterday night when my friend came over. I've been seeing that post I've been seeing it for 2 weeks. Before I bought this Rode microphone, I've been seeing it for 3 months. So it's retention. Those are the things you measure. Depending on your KPI though, I think maybe you already had a KPI with your clients that had something to do with sales. That's why they are thinking that, oh, okay, you need to be directly responsible for sales. But yeah, discovery calls are very important. Me, I used to cut clients during discovery calls. I just know that we're going to have problem, so we can work together. So yeah, I hope I've been able to answer that question to the best of my knowledge. I'm already getting tired, so we have 3 more left. Any other question, we'll answer it on the group chat. Precious, please go ahead.
All right, thank you so much. Hi, good evening. Happy New Year.
Thank
So,
you.
I'm a brand strategist. I work for a video marketing agency in Arizona. So basically, the clients we've been working for so far are people who are actually really into viral marketing. And basically, when I'm trying to and as a brand strategist, what I do most time is I get myself involved in a lot of research. Like I research a lot, watch a lot of YouTube videos and competitors, landscape and stuff like that. But then at the end of the day, I kind of find myself caught up between the webs of trying to make a particular content that would actually really be in the niche of those clients.
Come again with the question.
Okay, so I said I'm a brand strategist.
I know.
And as a brand strategist, I kind of get engrossed in a lot of research and checking out competitors. And I work for a video marketing agency. So most of our clients are people who actually are into viral market. They make viral marketing videos. Basically, they are like clothing brands and stuff like that. So they give this vibe of Kai Cenat, actual speed and stuff like that, into the American hip hop culture. So when I try to make research and I try to draft out content, ideas and strategies for them to follow and stuff like that, I kind of find myself caught in the webs of confusion, trying to make something in the niche of those clients.
Okay. So basically you are confused, trying to find yourself in that particular niche. So do you think that there are clients like that in Nigeria?
Yes, I think they are.
Have you been able to target those clients in Nigeria?
Not at all, because I'm working since the company is in Arizona.
Oh, you're working for the company in Arizona. So
Yeah.
I feel like I always say, when I'm confused, I shut everything out and I sit down with my notepad and pen, because I feel like when you have a clear head, you get to see things clearly. I get confused a lot when I'm like, oh, content ideas and everything. Somebody asked me, how are you able to come up with 52 topics for a year for YouTube? And I'm like, I sat down with a clear head, but I didn't do it in one day. It took me months to be able to come up with that. But it's always we're meditating for there's some days that I will not open my phone, I will not open my laptop. I'll just be on my phone, maybe just receiving calls if I have to. So you need to sit down with yourself and you need to ask yourself, okay, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm a brand strategist. These are the kind of clients you're trying to target. What kind of post would you do when you're positioning yourself to be able to, you want to increase your income, right? And to increase your income, you don't want to serve just one person. You don't want to be stuck there. So I feel like the confusion you're facing, you actually know what it is you need to do, but you've not just figured out how to go about it. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, right.
And I feel like you actually know what it is that you need to do. And you actually know the distraction you need to serve. And you actually know where you need to stop comparing yourself to, or who you need to stop comparing yourself to. I hope I've been able to help you figure that out.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. And if you need any help, there's somebody on the Telegram group that probably will help you. There's some people that they always answer every question that you have. I always learn from them too, because I'm not somebody that always talks on the Telegram group. I just come and send voice notes once in a while and then I go. Any other question that I need to answer, most times I create a YouTube video, detailed YouTube video, even if I don't answer it in person. Esther, over to you, please, so that we can wrap this all up.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. I've really learned a lot. And I must say, I think I just need to give you your flowers. I got my first social media job, then I was dead broke. I was just trying to get something, to do something online. Then I was 7. And I watched almost all, I think I watched all your YouTube videos, and I've been recommending your YouTube videos to anyone. Like, I want to go into say, see, just go and watch Balaji's video on YouTube. Thank you so much. God bless you. Okay.
Congrats.
Thank you. And in a way, watching your videos, I just see that I ace my interviews. You have some videos on how to just
Yeah.
go by interview, and all my interviews, like all I need to do is to just show up. I'm getting it.
Wow.
So thank you so much. I
Yeah,
have
you guys
really
should go and watch
enjoyed.
that videos on acing your interviews. On there are a lot of comments there that said most of people that they ace their interviews. Funny thing is, when I was going for all those jobs, I did not get the job, but those are the common questions. So I just gave you the answers. Well, congrats, well done. Go on.
Thank you. All right. So lately, right, I kind of, okay, I was doing social media management. Then I was broke. Yes, I was broke. So I needed like hush money. So I got few jobs. Yeah, I got few jobs. And I realized that I think safe to say I got distracted. Not distracted now. So I went into Web3. At the same time, even while I was in Web3, right, I tried to, bring in social media management and community management. That worked for a while, but lately I've realized that I don't want to do this. Not like I'm not doing Web3, like the job aspect of Web3, I'm not doing that anymore. I prefer to do the proper trading thing, and at the same time I still need a reasonable source of income. And just late last year, I'm sorry, I just need to give you context. Late last year, I was like, what am I even doing with my life? Like, okay, maybe I make money, I lose money from trading. At the same time, I just know that, girl, you need to be serious with your life. I have money. Like, when I need job, if I need a job, I just need to go on Twitter, go anywhere. I know I'm going to get the job, and I know I'm going to keep the job. Like, I get results. I have few clients that I work with. Even as a virtual assistant, like I just do anything, anywhere belief is, I will do it. I know I will deliver. So my question now is this: I caught myself saying social media management as a low, maybe a low paying job. I know you must have seen content like that. That if you want to make millions, it's not from social media management, it's not from that, it's not from that. And when I see you, when I see Tammy on Instagram, I'm like, these guys, they don't look like they don't have money. For me, it's not about money. I really enjoy social media because I like strategy. I really, really, really love strategy. So I'm not going to lie. At some point, I was like, I went to ChatGPT. I was asking good jobs for that, of course, that support strategy, that can bring in strategy and all of that. I currently work as a growth strategist for a credit repair brand. And I'm not going to lie, I've not been working for her, but she pays me. Like, she does not want me to go because I tell her, okay, let's do this. When we do this, we get the result, but we'll just do it for a few days and we just stop doing it, and everything's just going to. So now she does, and I feel bad for taking her money. Really, sometimes I feel bad, but then I have to still take the money. She pays me well, and she does not want me to go. So I don't even know how to put it. I know I get the results. I know strategy when it comes to strategy, when it comes to critiquing products, critiquing pages. I'm like, we don't do it this way, don't do it that way, don't just doing that. So I don't know. I think I'm confused. Not like I'm confused. I like product management. But I still find I took a course on product management, like a boot camp, and it's as interesting as it is not exciting for me. I feel it's giving me this settling vibe, like executive vibe. I want to be that management girl, but at the same time, I want to, safe to say, can I say I want to be on the war front? At the same time, I don't want to be on the podium, but I want to see things happen. I want to deal with numbers. I want to see the numbers going. And products told me I could do that, or I can do that, but it's not still giving me the vibe. At the same time, I know products is paying well, but it's not, I don't know, what should I do? And I see when you see people, you just in a way to say, you hear your sound in them. You see, this person is like my tribe. I like this vibe. I like it. And I said, I'm like, I don't want to do social media management and be collecting 200K per week. Like, when you're already collecting like $200 per week, and okay, for social media management, maybe 200K per month, and for products, for other things, growth strategy, I'm just collecting like maybe $100 minimum per week. Like, can you see the difference? Like, it is a lot, and I don't know how to do it. Maybe I'm not just getting that gap in the well-paying social media management. I don't know. Is it skill issue? Please, I need help.
Okay. I think a lot of people are confused on what do I do. I need to tell all of you that you people have multi-interest. All of you are multi-interested people. That's why, because marketing is one of the few fields where having overlapping interests is very common. Strategy, content, analytics, community, brand, growth, partnership, they are overlapping because they all talk to each other. And the problem usually starts when you feel like you must pick one thing forever. That's why a lot of you are confused, because a lot of you think that you must pick one thing forever. But I need to tell you that you don't have to pick one thing forever. Okay, let's answer this question to wrap it up before Oga Martins will talk. I didn't even know it was on this call. You can be interested in content creation, growth marketing, social media management, influencer or creator marketing, brand storytelling. But your identity does not have to be all of them at once. Do you understand what I just said? Your identity does not have to be all of them at once. Your identity is the lane that you want people to know you for. The reason most of you know me as the social media guy, you trust me. People pay for my classes and my courses because they know what I stand for. They know what lane I am for. Your interests are the tools that you pull from behind the scenes. For example, you can be publicly known as a social media strategist while you are still doing analytics, while you are still doing creator partnerships, while you are still doing content production, while you are still doing brand management. But I need you to know where your confusion is coming from, because clarity comes from what you position, not from everything that you enjoy. Because I've been seeing a lot of the questions that I've been getting today. A lot of you are not clear because that's what you actually do enjoy. That's why you are confused. So I will tell you to choose a core lane, and it is not a lifetime decision. Ask yourself one simple question. What problem do I enjoy solving right now? Not forever, right now. What problem? Is it to help brands turn their content into revenue, or to help maybe creators that have personal brands work properly with brands, or to help businesses grow through social media platforms? What problems can I help them to solve right now? You can pivot later. Marketing allows you to do that. Then I need you to start thinking in T shape. Letter T is not one interest only. T-shaped means you have one clear area that you want to go deep in. That's your primary skill. And then you have another area that is your several related skills that you're good at. So instead of, oh, I'm confused, I like everything, I am scattered, think to yourself, I am a social media manager, or I'm a social media strategist. I understand what content production is. I understand what content analytics is. I understand what creator marketing is. And I understand what brand growth is. You know what you are, a social media manager or a social media strategist, and you know what you understand. It sounds clear. It sounds employable. And it sounds like you know what it is you are doing. A lot of things is a lot of people have not figured out what their calling is. And when you figured out what your calling is, you people are making me sound like a pastor right now. You're making me sound like my daddy. You don't need a final answer before you start. A lot of you are looking for final answers before you start. Start using your content as your lab, your experimental lab. Talk about your strategy 1 week. Talk about your creators 1 week, or try with this brand 1 month. Try with another brand 1 month. And then when you're doing it, you need to watch what it is that you enjoy explaining the most, or what it is that you enjoy doing the most. what it is that you can enjoy doing even when you are tired. That is how you get clarity in what you need to do. Because see, let me be honest with you. A lot of people that succeed in marketing, they rarely have just one interest. People that like me that you think, oh, we're succeeding, we barely have one interest. Confusions usually come from when you're trying to compress your big skill set into a tiny label. That's where confusion comes from. So for those of you that are confused, plus Esther, I hope I've been able to answer that question. Figure out what your core skill is, your calling is. In a T format, your calling is going this way. And the other ones, they're coming this way. They can spread. It doesn't have to be the same thing forever. It doesn't have to be. You can be a social media manager now, get to this point, a social media strategist, get to this point, become a growth manager, get to this point, becoming a distant. And I can tell you there are social media managers that are earning nothing less than 500K in a month. That's their starting point, their base salary. And they don't work, they work with businesses. They work with businesses. They work with brands. And you can be a social media manager without being a platform manager. I'm going to break it down one of these days, but a lot of people feel like being a social media manager is managing Instagram page. You can offer different services that will make you more money that you actually managing their page.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
let's go on.
voice notes on Telegram. Everybody will move into the Telegram group.
Okay. No problem. Like I said, it's nice to be here. It's nice to see you guys again.
Yeah, they want to leak. They actually want to. They're the ones that suggested that we should move it to Telegram so that they can have everything together. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you.